All right, hello chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back, and we're continuing the Master Chief Collection grind to get all the achievements in the game. If you weren't here when I started, this is gonna be a process. If you're not familiar, Master Chief Collection has a lot of achievements, and a lot of them are very hard to get. So we're gonna, oh fuck, I just like knocked my glasses across my desk. We're gonna be just continuing through this first one, and this is one of the easiest ones, just one of the more time consuming. And that is completing the Master Chief Saga playlist, which is just 1, 2, 3, and 4 played in order on normal. Real quick, I forgot my on-screen chat, so I'm just turning that on so that in a minute that will start working normally. But High Plains, how's it going? Welcome. What have you been up to? You've been around more and more recently. I'm curious. Any games, or is this just like everyone else where it's just like grinding through school or work or whatever the fuck? Most people who watch my shit, it's school. So my tip, like the majority of my viewership is between like, I think it's 15 and 23, I think my analytics say. I think it's 24 actually. I think that age range makes up the majority. So a lot of it's school within that age range, obviously. Just bored? Hello fellow students, see? What did I say? He's a student. I'm gonna buy a PS2. How much do they go for nowadays? Like a working PS2? How much would that run you nowadays? Because I'm sure that they're not like super uncommon, but I don't know if I could necessarily say that they're common either. Like I feel like they wouldn't be rare, but they also wouldn't be like, you know, that easy to find. Kind of in the middle. How much does that roughly like projected to cost, I guess? My PS2 still works, but I just never use it. PS2 had some really good games on it though. Potato graphics? Of course, dude. You think we're playing in the remaster? Absolutely not. Because like, look, okay, potato graphics, right? But let's just look at it from like an art style perspective, yeah? This still looks better, in my opinion. Hold on, it's lagging. Than this. This doesn't look bad, but there's something artistically that just doesn't hit quite the same as this does. 80 to 120 roughly? That's not bad at all, honestly. I would say go for it. I know PS1s nowadays are like a little more expensive to try to get your hands on. So I'm glad that I have one of those. Because I'm a PS1 boy. Everyone knows it by now. Is the game loud or is that just my headphones? Bonk, bonk, bonk. Already got a PS1 gamer right there.
We are near the index chamber. Follow me.
It's a gamer. Ignore me, not me. Oh, is that a shotty? Fuck, he's not dead. Okay, the pistol isn't very good against the flood. Those bobblehead things? Someone who has not played Halo. Beautiful. Welcome. This whole like enemy faction is called the Flood. It's pretty much space zombies. Well, actually they're parasites, but like for simple terms, they're pretty much space zombies. The bobblehead looking ones are called carriers. And when you kill them, they just shoot out a bunch of the tiny ones. And like story-wise, the tiny ones are the ones that like hook into you and turn you into one of these. Oh, come on! There was like a little bit of lag. I was like, what the fuck? And then it chain reaction to grenade. I've only played Infinite for, I'm assuming that's supposed to say 5 minutes. Infinite's not bad. Infinite has great gameplay, but just some issues that hold it back. It was a really good move to make Infinite free to play, though. I'm just disappointed that it didn't have as strong of a launch as I think we were all hoping for it to have. I mean, it had a great launch. I don't want to say not a strong launch, but like, they had a great launch that they didn't really follow up on with anything. And so they just kind of like let that great launch die out. Like, they just kind of let people lose their interest in the game, you know? So yeah, assault rifle is like, this thing will work as a weapon to get me through against the flood, but the shotgun, this is the thing that we want right here.
We are near the index chamber.
Oh, and 5, sorry. 5 is also, well, 5's campaign is not good, but its multiplayer is really, really fun. I love 5 MP. Infinite had a pretty okay campaign and a really good multiplayer. 5 had a terrible campaign and a pretty good multiplayer. The classic Halos are the ones that had like great campaigns, great multiplayers. Like CE here. Great campaign, great single player. Give me that shotgun ammo. I'm gonna want to stock up on it. I'm also gonna want to be careful about grenades on the floor. Forget about that.
The energy field above us contains the index. We must get up there.
I liked 4's campaign. I did too. But 4 dropped it on the multiplayer. 4's campaign gets like a good amount of shit from the community, as far as what I can tell. I'm not someone who really keeps up with like the campaign side of the Halo community, because there's, you know, there's that side of the community that just loves to like play the campaigns over and over again, right? And I mean, growing up, I played like 1, 2, 3, 4, and ODST pretty much on repeat. I replayed these campaigns so many times. But like, when it comes to the side of the community on Twitter that I keep up with, it's the multiplayer side. So as far as what I know, the community seems to not like the Halo 4 campaign. Which is weird to me, because I think it's perfectly fine. Like, the levels aren't bad for the most part. The story is entertaining. The game looks great. Considering that it was on 360 especially, the game looks really good. I love the presentation of 4's campaign. There were some weird art style things with 4. Like, not everything was exactly 100%, but overall the presentation was really good for like 2012 Xbox 360 game. Game looks unreal when you look at it like that.
Sealed automatically. I will go access the override to open them.
Is superb, I'm assuming. I haven't played Infinite's multiplayer since like December. Like, not a single game. And I'm not even one of those people who's like, I need new content. I think the biggest thing for me with Halo Infinite's multiplayer is the fucking desync, man. Like, because I've been a competitive Halo player for a long time when it comes to multiplayer. And, I really loved Infinite's ranked. I placed into, like, mid-diamond, and I worked my way up to Onyx. Like, I really liked ranked. But getting shot through walls because of, like, desync issues is just so frustrating. And after enough time, you just, like, can't take it anymore, and you just stop playing. And that was me. I shot out the glass under him. That's beautiful. Like, I love the base game of Infinite, multiplayer-wise and everything, but it just has enough technical issues that it's like, I can wait for that to get fixed before I come back. I wish it had a stronger start with, like, without technical issues plaguing it like that. See, these little dudes, not really a problem until your shields are down. And then they just do ridiculous amounts of damage. Remember the Mountain Dew ads Halo did? Yeah. I actually, I saw one on my Twitter earlier. There's some challenge it's like ticking up as I'm using the shotgun, apparently. I saw one on Twitter recently that's from like 2007. It was like a Mountain Dew Game Fuel ad for Halo 3. And it was fucking hilarious. It was just like people screaming at their TVs in all these different languages, and it was like Mountain Dew Game Fuel. I thought that was a rocket launcher for a second. I'm like, did I accidentally kill a rocket launcher flood without realizing? Yeah, the flood, I love their design. See, up there was some grenade sitting in there, and it chained with the fucking carrier popping. Gotta watch out for that shit as I keep going here. Not sure if I'm gonna play 2 when we get to it. Toggle new graphics. Okay, just for a moment. I'll give it to you. Sorry. I can only do it for so long. Like, they look fine. They look fine. Okay? I just want to clarify where I'm coming from here. But they completely ruined the atmosphere of this mission. And many others in CE. Like, the whole general vibe is thrown off in, like, the majority of the game if you play in the remaster. It's just entirely different. Like, the library in CE is, like...
research facilities are most impressive. Perhaps
it's got that sort of uneasy vibe, you know? But then in this, it's almost just like you're going through this bright factory, you know? It's completely different. In CE, it feels like a prison. And it feels like you are not supposed to be here. Whole bad opinions Dracula. It's actually super common opinion. It is a very common opinion to prefer CE's original graphics to its remaster. 2, on the other hand, people are more like 50-50. With 2, I prefer the anniversary graphics because they just look so damn good. And they keep the original vibe in like pretty much every mission. Some are a little different, but for the most part. Halo breaking his hand. Halo. Chief breaking his hand holding the shotgun and new graphics. Yeah, it's just animated weird. It's because they pulled the Reach shotgun model and tried to like apply the OG animations to it, and something about it just looks off. There we go. Second floor. Let's keep it moving. Get me through this mission as quick as possible, please. Ooh, I didn't see where he flew to. That scared the fuck out of me. Hear the chain reaction still going back there? There's so many of them stuck in there. Are there sentinels with? I thought I heard them.
Flood activity has caused a failure in a drone control subsystem. I must reset the backup unit. Please continue on. I will rejoin you when I've completed my task.
Okay. Now, if we want Cole Bad Opinions Draculich to return, here, let me hit you with one of my bad opinions. I was talking with some of the guys on the team for the game that I'm working on recently about this yesterday. I think Mario Odyssey is fucking boring as shit. I think that game sucks. Well, I don't think it sucks. I just think it's boring. Like, I think the game is well made, but there's just nothing about that game that makes me want to play it. Like, I paid $60 for Mario Odyssey back in, like, 2018, and I've probably played, like, 3 hours total since then. Because every time I'm like, you know what, maybe I was just wrong and I gotta give it another shot. Every time I give it another shot, I last for, like, an hour, and then I'm like, okay, I'm really bored. I would way rather play Mario 64 than play this, and I do. Normally. That's typically how that goes. I play Odyssey for like an hour, and then I'm like, 64 better plus L, and I go and play 64. I have very little shotgun ammo. I've never played Halos below 4, so you've played 4? Have you played 4? You said you played 5 and Infinite. Have you also played 4? Or just those 2? Because if you have only played 5 and Infinite, then you can play the rest of the series at this point in the Master Chief Collection. Because it has CE... Oh, that's a rocket launcher. Oh my god. Yeah, so rocket launcher flood, that's the first one. There will be many more. So prepare for me to like get going, you know, make some good progress on a checkpoint, and then just get fucking floored by one rocket out of nowhere, because I normally won't see them coming. Played 4 but don't remember much? Okay. Yeah, I would... Especially, I think right now, MCC is like $15 on Steam, if you are on PC at least, for the entire collection. So if you buy MCC on Steam right now, you get 6 Halo games for like $15. Technically 8 if you're including like the remasters of 1 and 2 as separate games, but I'm really not. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, ODST, and Reach all for like $15 on Steam right now. Highly recommend it for that price. Obviously, little biased. You know, Halo, kinda one of my favorite game series ever. But you just can't argue with value sometimes, you know? It's like, damn. $15 for 6 games? Count me in. Buy Game Pass and you get them all plus Infinite and 5. Well, if he already has 5 and Infinite, overall it would be cheaper to just buy the collection on sale. Because Game Pass is like what? Like $5 a month or something for the Xbox version. So it would be cheaper for like 2 months, but then it would catch up to you. I don't have 5 anymore? Damn. I really want 5 to get a PC port. Because at this point, obviously I play on PC, right? But, currently, with the Master Chief Collection and Infinite, 5 is the only main title in Halo that isn't on PC now. Like, 5 you can actually only play on Xbox One and Series X. First time you buy it costs $1. Oh, I forgot about that. Like, the first month only costs you $1. I love that that's, like, it's a great way to get people to subscribe to the service, though. Like, let's be real, because you're like, oh, I'll just pay $1 for a month. And then you have, like, all these games, and you're like, oh, but I don't want to lose these games now, so I guess I'll pay, like, 5 a month. You know, that's not that bad. Because once they've got you in, and you're already registered, it's less... Oh, there's the second one. Oh, shit. Okay. Give me that rocket. The best way to kill a rocket flood is with a rocket. From the other side of the hallway. On my other Xbox? Oh, did you move up to the new Xbox and then... Yeah, that makes sense. Remember RDR2? I do, man. What a game. What a game. You can buy Xbox Gold for 3 years and upgrade it with the $1 Game Pass, and it lasts 3 years as well? How much money is that, though? Like, paying ahead for 3 years of gold? I feel like I almost, like, unless they massively discount the per month cost when you do that, I feel like it would be hard to recommend that to people. Because in the next 3 years, it's like, who knows? Maybe you, like, build a PC or something. Just move out of the way and not have tunnel vision? Okay, Sticky. I know that you are the CE fanboy. Okay, let's be honest. I kind of am too. But let's be honest. Let's level for a second, Sticky. Look into my eyes. Rocket Launcher Flood are not an enemy that we can defend. They are just bullshit. There's no reason to give the Flood a one-shot weapon with AoE on it. There's no reason. Not AoE, but Splash, I meant to say. Alpha Omega, good map. Kappa. Thank you for the Kappa. No, I know that that's Kappa, because when chat first found out that that was Kappa, we had a fucking good laugh about it. 3rd floor. Looking dead in your eyes and telling you to move out of the way. Okay, bro. Sometimes you're just like fighting and fighting and fighting, and then it's like out of nowhere you just see the rocket and it's already too late. Haven't died to one yet. Which is pretty good, because typically when I play this mission, I get killed by each one, like at least once. But it's like, fuck, man. You'll just be fighting, as if it's just any other room, and then you see the rocket and it's like, well, I'm dead. And you are. Check this out. Do you have a shotgun? Perfect. Give me that. Look at me, a weekly warrior. That's me. Better TTV emotes, for real. It's like the Wraith or Plasma Grenade. It's so much worse than the Wraith or Plasma Grenade. It's a rocket. It moves faster than those. Actually, I guess Wraiths in later games move faster. But if we're talking CE, the Wraiths, like, the actual projectile from them in CE moves so slow. Is it just me, or is that, like, a truth? What gun is that? Oh, it's a needle. I couldn't even tell. Also, boys, hello Smitty, by the way. If you are enjoying the stream, remember to leave a like, because it helps me out a ton. That's all I'm saying. No further plug. Just if you feel like doing me a favor, funny thumbs up button is always chilling right there. All I'm saying. Leave it at that. I'm done. Halo reach rate's scary. That's immediately the one that I thought of, because that thing shoots so fast. Not that it shoots fast, sorry. The projectile moves fast on the reach rate. Did you know likes don't help? It's just a display. Who the fuck told you that? What? Whoever told you that, like, is on some good shit, and I want to know who their dealer is. Because holy shit, I need some of that. They got that shit that takes you to the moon, bruh. Oh my. It's views? I mean, it starts at views, but there's a metric on YouTube called engagement rate. And engagement rate is one of, if not the most important metrics when it comes to the search engine and the recommended system. Engagements can be anything. It's likes, comments on a live stream, it's a chat message. But essentially it's a metric that measures how many of your viewers are actually actively engaging with your content, and that's what determines how strongly it pushes you into the algorithm. I don't know if it still counts post-removal, but it does. Dislikes do still count towards how a video performs. A lot of people think, since they, like, hid them, that dislikes don't count. I said last week or something that, like, that, you know, the people who upload the video or the stream or whatever can still see how many dislikes it gets, and people didn't even know that. Like, dislikes aren't gone, they're just hidden from public. Like, if I go into my dashboard, I can still see how many dislikes each video or stream of mine has. YouTube getting soft as hell. There's so many things factoring into why they hid it, and I think the worst part is that they seem to actually think that it helps creators to hide the dislike, which it absolutely doesn't. The way I see it, hiding the dislike metric only defends really, really shitty creators. And not, what the fuck happened? I just saw an explosion from a part of the level I haven't reached yet, and saw a dude fucking fly. Is it possible that he killed himself with a rocket? Was that a rocket launcher flood? Did he maybe just, like, rocket himself trying to shoot me through a wall or something? I have no idea. There's a dead one here that I don't think I killed. What the fuck happened there? Troll hanging on to that shoddy for dear life. Dude, I hate this mission without a shotgun, though. I have that same extension, to where, like, you can open a video and see the dislikes. Because they're still there. Like, in YouTube's backend, dislikes still exist and still affect a video's performance. It's just, they're not, like, shown to the public viewer. But if you are on, like, Firefox or Chrome, there is a free extension that will show you dislikes on videos again. So, if you really want it, it is there. I got it just because I'm like, fuck YouTube, I want to see the dislikes. I did it out of spite, essentially. What is it I want? I don't know exactly what it's called, but you could probably just look up, like, YouTube dislike extension, and it would come right up. Most people who either, like, do YouTube or just watch a lot of YouTube pretty much have it. What achievement are you doing at the moment? I'm trying to complete a mission of Halo 2 on LASO. Oh boy, I am doing the achievement just for completing the Master Chief Saga playlist, which is not hard at all. Because all you have to do is play 1, 2, 3, and 4 in order on normal. But you have to specifically do this playlist. So it's just very time consuming to like play through all the games for this one achievement, but that's what I'm doing right now. I missed Guilty Spark. I like Guilty Spark a lot. He's the best thing to come out of the second half of CE's campaign. I assume you don't get a lot of dislikes. You'd be surprised. Especially early on when I started variety streaming on YouTube. A lot of people from when I did zombies content were like angry that I wasn't doing zombies anymore, and I got dislike bombed like nearly every day by a handful of people. So my save broke and I need to do it all over again. Bruh, now I'm just, I didn't even know that was a possibility. I fucking hope that doesn't happen to me. But yeah, when I first started doing variety content, I was getting like 5 to 10 dislikes a day on every stream. That's why I asked for them so much early on. Or why I asked for likes so much early on when I started on YouTube streaming. Was because I was getting so many dislikes from like zombies community. K-Appa. Is this the new... Instead of using the like YouTube Kappa with the moon face, we're just gonna start saying K-Appa now. I had done it all in like 2 days. Damn. I don't think I'll be moving that fast, but... Although I think by the end of this journey to get all the achievements, I'm gonna have to learn like actual speedrun strats for these games. Because isn't there... What's the one for Halo 2? It's like 3 hours, right? You have to do Halo 2 on Legendary in 3 hours. And then also just for LASO, like knowing... You know, skips for a lot of the missions would be really helpful for doing LASO. I know, like, Keys Bump already. I've known Keys Bump for years. Because back when I used to play Legendary on CE a lot, every time I got to the mission keys, I would do the Keys Bump because I fucking hate them. Am I supposed to go under? I don't think that's a door he opens, is it? Yeah, the 3 hours on Legendary is the one I'm thinking of. Part-times should be easy. Because for most missions, you don't even need to... Oh, fuck! Shit! You don't even need to, like, know speedrun strats to get the part-times. You just have to move, like, moderately fast, and you'll get them. I mean, some of them have bullshit. I think the library part-time is, like, 20 minutes in MCC, right?
Oh, hello.
And I don't think I've ever gotten the library in under 20 minutes. Like, I'm probably gonna have to start doing, like... OS nade jumps through like cracks like that one and shit like that to get the part-time. 343 can be a maze. Oh, the mission 343? I've played this game so many times. Like, stupid amounts of times. And that's one of my favorite missions, which I know is not a common take. But like, 343 Guilty Sparks, or the mission Guilty Spark is like one of the highlights of this campaign for me every time I play it. I never get lost playing that mission. Like, I just instinctively go down the correct route pretty much every time. I was actually doing it on 5 different accounts. Oh, that makes sense. Never mind, it was all just Mickle. So good. Yeah, I never hear people talk about it. Like, when I hear people talk about CE's missions, I always hear, like, obviously Halo. You hear people talk about, what's it called? Assault on the Control Room, Silent Cartographer. Like, you kind of hear about those 3, but I never hear people talk about Guilty Spark. I love that mission.
The Flood are already hard at work preparing.
Like, yeah, it's just this really short, like, corridor shoot, literally just for the story purpose of introducing the Flood. But it's a good, really short corridor shoot to introduce the Flood. The opening mission of this game, too, what's it? Pillar of Autumn is also like one of my favorites. I actually really enjoy the ones that are just like go through tight corridors and shoot everything. Like those generally in most games end up being some of my favorite missions in pretty much anything. I know for Halo, like a lot of the fandom really enjoys the more open, like vehicle-oriented stuff. But for me personally, I'm just way more of an infantry-oriented player. Like, I'm not really someone who loves vehicles in these games, frankly, which is weird. Because I feel like the entire Halo community fucking loves playing with vehicles, and I just never really have. Fuck you guys, I'm out. I'm leaving. We love Guilty Spark, but hate the library. We do, man. We really do.
The barrier surrounding the index will deactivate when we reach the ground floor.
Fuck that mission. I mean, that run took me like almost 30 minutes to come back to our discussion about par times. That was maybe like 26, 27 minutes for that mission.
Retrieve the index.
And it's just the same fucking room and hallway for the entire thing. Oh, don't even say it. I don't want to think about the fact that I have to play 2 Betrayals after this. You're gonna love... Dude, I've played it so many times. I hate this mission. The one that's coming up, I do not like.
Protocol requires that I take possession of the index for transport.
I know that I've heard the opinion that 2 Betrayals is like one of the best missions.
Before we reach the control room and activate the installation. The flood is spreading.
I just don't agree with that take. I love the first half of CE. The second half is really mixed for me. 2 Betrayals is so action-packed. I mean, yeah. Is it weird that CE is my favorite Halo game by far? It's not the best, but it's my favorite. I love the first half of the campaign, and CE is my favorite multiplayer in the series.
Is something wrong?
You'll hear me talk about it a lot when I do this fucking achievement hunt here, probably, but I played competitive Halo for a long time, and playing 2v2s on CE is like my favorite thing to do in any Halo multiplayer. I love just like competitive 2v2 Slayer on CE. It's a fucking blast. Before they reset the ranks a while ago, I was like 40 some on the CE playlist.
That final step is reserved for you, Reclaimer.
Barring the Maw, the second half is pretty shit. I agree. Like the library, 2 Betrayals, and Keys, I don't like any of them. The Maw gets a lot better. Like, it definitely picks up a little bit right before the end.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
But,
oh, really?
those 3 missions in a row are like, oh.
I've spent the last 12 hours cooped up in here watching you toady about, helping that thing...
I was talking to a friend of mine who's, like, at work, and he normally calls me because he's allowed to just, like, hang out and do whatever with like his earbuds in while he's working. So a lot of the time he'll just call me and we'll just like talk while he's at work and I'm doing whatever like behind the scenes stuff or like working on the game or whatever the fuck I do in the morning.
You mean this?
I was talking to him today and he's a Halo fan. And I even said to him this morning, I'm like, bruh, today for stream I have to start on the library and then play 2 Betrayals and then play Keys before I get to do fun shit again.
How dare you?
Keys has a fire cutscene, I would agree. Like the mid-mission cutscene is good.
Enough.
I talked about this a couple days ago.
Activate Halo's defenses,
but
we can wipe them out.
Am I the only one that feels like Chief's voice performance is like a little bit off in CE? Like it just seems like he wasn't comfortable in the role yet.
Humans, Covenant, whatever.
The only CE stan ever? I love CE.
The only way to stop the flood is to starve
It's so fun.
And that's exactly
but these missions,
what Halo is designed to do. Wipe the galaxy clean of all
I was just thinking that. Yeah, I was talking about it the other day. I was like, I feel like he just wasn't really comfortable in the role yet in this game because he just sounds a little bit off.
Is it true?
More or less.
At least compared to like 2 and 3 and like beyond, he's just spot on in all those games. But like CE, he just seems a little awkward in a lot of his lines.
At least any life with sufficient biomass to sustain the flood.
At least by comparison.
But you already knew that. I mean, how couldn't you?
Left out that little detail, did he?
We have followed outbreak containment procedure to the letter.
Barely talks in CE, I know. But when he does,
Chief, I'm picking up
sometimes it's just like,
that
sounded a little whack.
We need to go right now.
Last time you asked me if it were my choice, would I do it? Having had considerable time to ponder your query, my answer has not changed. There is no choice. We must activate the ring.
Get us out of here.
If you are unwilling to help, I will simply find another. Still,
This
I
is a
must
great
have the
cutscene.
index.
Like, the opening to this
Give your
mission is
construct
great.
to me, or I will be forced to take her from you.
That's not going to happen.
So be it. Save his head. Dispose of the rest.
His performance in Infinite was great.
Look out.
One of the best parts of the Infinite campaign for me was just Chief talking. Thank God they gave you a plasma pistol to start this mission. Otherwise, that opening bit would be such a pain in the ass.
Monitor activate Halo. We have to stop him. We have to destroy Halo. According to my analysis of the available data, I believe the best course of action is somewhat superficial. An explosion of sufficient size will help destabilize the ring, and will cut through a number of primary systems. We need to
Fuck
trigger
the grunts.
on a large
Oh, it's a red elite. Fuck me.
A starship's fusion reactors going critical would do the job.
Why are you shooting at me?
I'm going to search what's left of the Covenant battle net and see if I can locate the Pillar of Autumn's crash site.
Oh, fuck, I missed.
Fusion reactors are still relatively intact.
Bitch.
We can use them to destroy Halo.
Yeah, I feel like just every game... I don't know about every game, but I also haven't played 5 in a long time. I remember his performance in 5 being alright. Like, there aren't many things to like in 5's campaign, but I still thought that Chief was pretty likable in that game. At least from what I remember. I haven't played that campaign in probably, like, 6 years? Some shit like that. Like, probably since, like, a year after the game came out, I haven't played that campaign. Like, which is also, to be fair, influenced by the fact that I moved to PC from Xbox during that time. So, I just don't have 5 on PC, because it's the only Halo game that's not on PC now. Which sucks. I love 5's multiplayer. If 5 was on PC, I would stream the campaign after doing this whole achievement hunt. I would.
And allow it to fire deep
that.
into space. The power levels are enormous.
But
I can't even begin to calculate the
that
pulse
writing
rate.
made it hard for him. That writing
So,
was...
if we damage or destroy these generators, the monitor will need to repair
5's writing was definitely something.
some time.
I should pay more attention to where I'm shooting. Now I just look dumb.
Pulse generator with a nav
Last
button.
mission,
We
it
need
was
to
just
move in
like,
and neutralize the device.
you know, swing shotgun around and pull trigger loosely. Now I actually have to aim again. Fuck jackals. Hot take. Jackals are fucking annoying. Completely balanced? Yes. I'm not saying they're bullshit, but just annoying. Fuck them. I don't think I've completed 5. Wow. That's, yeah. Why did it get darker? Did it? Like, noticeably darker? Oh, are you just mean, like, why is it nighttime? I see. Red elites are annoying? I don't have much of a problem with them. But jackals can eat my ass. Shield bastards. At least I'm on normal, so they're not anywhere near as bad, because I can just run at them and punch them. I believe Cole has good opinions. Okay. Good opinion. Dark Souls is a good game. I love Dark Souls. Hot take, Dark Souls was not a 10 out of 10. I'll follow up my good Dark Souls take with a bad one. It was definitely a 9, maybe a 9.5, but not a 10. There's my hot take. Getting controversial now? Yep. Bitch. Fuck gold elites. You want to talk about red elites? Let's talk about the gold ones. Why do they have so much health? Can we just be real about the gold elites? Like, why were they necessary? The red ones were enough, man. I can't shoot. It wasn't letting me shoot there. I wanted to pump that jackal in the back. It would have killed him. Therefore not an issue, I guess. Also, Bed of Chaos alone. Yeah. Just the whole Izalith area. Just the whole, like, demon... Actually, Demon Ruins wasn't bad. Izalith was bad. Like, crossing the giant lava pit with all the like weird skeleton things. It was like, what the fuck? I played Dark Souls for the first time like a month ago. If you're new, that's the context.
The nav point marks our
I'm going through the FromSoft like library for the first time right now because I only just played Demon Souls like last September, and I loved it. But the whole Izalith area, and then get this. I was already in like the Chaos Covenant and had it leveled because I was playing with pyromancies. So I had already like given a bunch of humanity to the what's she called? The Daughter of Chaos, I think. To get like a new pyromancy.
the central core.
And I didn't realize that it opened a shortcut to the Bed of Chaos for me until like after running through Izalith like 3 times. So that was frustrating, especially to figure out that I already had the shortcut open and just never knew. That pissed me off. Okay, let my shields come back up. I have got the Platinum Trophy. I want to do that because it doesn't seem very hard in Dark Souls. There's no, like, crazy achievement that a lot of games have where it would be, like, complete new game +5 on a character. You know, there's no, like, super time-consuming one like that in Dark Souls. So it actually seems like a pretty reasonable game to platinum. It's hellish? Really? It didn't look bad to me. Like, I glanced at it, and it was pretty much just like, you know, beat all the bosses, find all the covenants, that sort of thing. Get both of the endings, so just play the game twice. I was gonna do that anyway.
The adjacent canyon.
I'm aware I'm out of ammo, you bitch.
Get closer.
I made 2 mistakes? Okay, well maybe it is bad, I don't know. Maybe it is bad. Oh god. I wish that that like other platforms would adopt the naming convention for like getting a platinum game, like completing all the achievements. Cause it's like, I grew up with PlayStation, but I was always a little bit more of an Xbox kid back when I was like a console gamer. But that was always like one thing that I loved, was that there was like a term and like kind of a badge of honor on PlayStation for completing every achievement in the game. Like Steam does have it, where like on my Steam profile I have like an achievement showcase that shows you all of my platinum games, but on Steam they're called perfect games. And it's just nowhere near as satisfying as like platinum game. Fuck you, dumb bitch. Fucking jackass, head ass. I kind of like 2 Betrayals. I mean, it's fine. It starts good. Like, it doesn't start bad. It gets bad once it's like flood everywhere. And when you get to this hallway that has like rocket launcher flood, it's just like, well, at least when you play it on higher difficulties, it's like roll the dice on whether you want to dodge the rocket or just hope for the best. Because if you try to dodge the rocket on the higher difficulties, it's like, well, everything else is just gonna kill you. On Legendary, I do not like this mission at all. Like, see, this is where the mission suddenly goes downhill. As soon as you start getting the flood mixed in. It's like, oh great, here we go again. Generally in CE, fighting the Covenant is a fucking blast. Fighting the Flood is just a pain in the ass. The only thing stopping me from fully converting to PC is the trophies, because I'm a trophy hunter. Yeah. Chat, I've been thinking about... Okay, so hear me out, chat. I mentioned the idea briefly before, but a little differently. I'm low-key thinking about making, like, the other thing that I work on alongside this game. Possibly buying the new Lego Star Wars and going for a completion on that. Like, going for 100%. So... thoughts? Because, like, I played the game with a friend, and it didn't blow me away, but it was solid. So it's like... I would really only want to buy it if I was gonna, like, stream the 100%, like, completion and achievements and all that. Play it. I'm working on that, too. I've heard that, like, actually completing it is fucking huge. or not a real Zoomer gamer. I feel like Lego Star Wars at this point, as far as the internet's concerned, is like a boomer game. Because, like, I don't know about you guys, but on the OG Xbox, I had, like, I didn't even have the complete saga when I was a little kid, chat. I had Lego Star Wars and Lego Star Wars 2 on the OG Xbox. Hold on. Let me pull up the, Yeah. The first one was called Lego Star Wars the video game. I had that shit, chat. And Lego Star Wars the video game was only episodes 4, 5, and 6. Like, it was only the original trilogy. Like, that's the shit that I had. And then I think it was called Lego Star Wars 2. Yeah, it is. It's called Lego Star Wars 2. And it had episodes 1, 2, and 3. Oh, wait, no, I'm backwards. Sorry. Lego Star Wars the video game was episodes 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, okay, I was backwards. And Lego Star Wars 2 is the original trilogy. Yeah, I didn't even have the complete saga when I was a kid. Until, like, a few years later when they dropped it on the Wii. Like, I had 3 complete saga Lego Star Wars. And I'm not Zoomer gamer, I'm a boomer for that shit. Like, come on now. I only played Lego Star Wars 2 on the PS2 and went straight to Lego Batman. I had Lego Batman as well, which I also loved. I don't remember anywhere near as much about Lego Batman, though, as I do about Lego Star Wars. Like, I really liked Lego Batman, but I didn't like it anywhere near as much. That game's an absolute pain in the ass, really. Like, you wouldn't expect those games to be a pain in the ass, but I also, on PS4, I platinumed the original Crash Bandicoot when the Insane trilogy came out, and fuck me. That game, such a pain in the ass to platinum. Do not recommend doing the original Crash Bandicoot platinum. Because alongside just, like, having a lot of achievements, I see low end. But I was banking on there being shotgun ammo. Let's go. Alongside just having a lot of achievements, Crash Bandicoot 1 is actually fucking hard, which I did not remember from being a kid. The Crash Bandicoot games aren't easy. Like, when I was, I would have been how old when the Insane trilogy came out? Like 17? At 17 years old, a kid's game kicked my ass to get the platinum. That shit was so bad. Oh! I wasn't even looking at my screen, I just heard it. I got lucky on that one. I got actually straight up lucky. Whatever god is out there is watching me right now. The Deathless Halo CE normal run. I wasn't even looking at the screen, I just heard it. And I was like, oh fuck. The things I really struggle with are tests of patience. Oh, that makes sense. Do not try Crash Bandicoot then. Because that shit is like, not only do you have to do like every level and secret level, right? It's like, you have to find every box, which if you played Crash, you know what I'm talking about. You have to like break every box on every level. You have to complete the time trial, like you have to speedrun every level. I think there was one that was like, you have to complete every level in the game without taking a hit. Like, just all that shit was so bad. Right now in my free time, my completion journey in my free time right now, like at night / early in the morning, is, it's not achievements, but I'm working on getting an S rank on every mission in DMC 5, because I fucking love Devil May Cry. Never played it because it was 30 FPS on PS5. The Crash remasters were 30 on PS5? That's so fucked. I'm waiting for them to go on sale on Steam because I loved playing it on PS4, but like, you know, 30 FPS and I just don't use my PS4. But Crash 4 is 60. I never even bought Crash 4. Like, I loved the Crash games when I was a kid. I bought the remasters because I was so hype about them. But I didn't buy Crash 4, and from what I heard, the game was just, like, okay, but not great. So I don't really regret skipping it either. I heard it was, like, better than Warped, but not as good as Crash 2. So I feel like I'm glad I didn't spend, like, 50 or 60 bucks on it. Hey, Rocket Flood. Wait, was there a Rocket one? I didn't even notice. I'm just, like, talking nonstop and forgetting. Am I finally a real gamer? I got Plat in Elden Ring. That does make you a real gamer. Friend of the show, Owen, is currently working on platinuming Elden Ring. Because he beat, like, New Game Plus on it now. And he's like, alright, now I just gotta go for trophies. But he always just says trophies because he grew up a PlayStation kid. So he's working on that right now. Or he's, like, just about to start it, essentially. But game is big. Have you watched Book of Boba? I have not watched a single episode yet, no. I actually downloaded it to my phone for my flight back from Minneapolis to back here that I recently had. But then on the plane, I ended up just talking to the chick next to me for, like, the majority of the flight. And then I just didn't watch it. So, I was gonna watch it, like, on my flight back. I was gonna watch, like, 5 episodes or so, because it's a 3.5-hour flight between the two places. Well, it depends. It's like 3 hours to 3.5, depending on, like, you know, the wind and everything that goes into the planes. Everything that, like, factors into how long it is. But, anyway. I was gonna watch, like, the majority of the show on that flight, but I just didn't. So, I just have to find another time to watch it now. It's actually really good. I didn't like the first episode, but it got really good. I figured it would be good. I figured... Tell me if I'm wrong, but it probably just feels like Mandalorian Season 3. Like, honestly, it seems like it would just have that sort of vibe to it, where it's just like, you know, a very similar show. Maybe I'm wrong, but it definitely seems like it's gonna have a similar vibe. Just with Boba Fett instead of Mandalorian.
Okay, let's take care of
You have no idea how right you are? I just kind of assumed, like, off the bat that it would be. Oh, don't hit me. Fuck you. Holy shit. I'm in New Game Plus 5? Bruh! Cool references to older movies? I bet. Oh, shit! Oh, no, I thought that was gonna hit me. Oh, what a nade. Oh, what a gamer. Get a load of this gamer. Okay, so I have to... Oh, I have to fight this Wraith without rockets now. Oh, shit, I hear these things. Ah, don't kill me. Oh my god. Who got back in the turret? Bitch. What the fuck? The teabagging is really wonky on this thing. I can't, like, get on top of it. There we go. Deserved. Move on. Oh no, I get the Banshee from, like, over here. I was considering doing a drinking game where I drink every time I die in LASO. Don't do that. That's not a drinking game. That's just coping with alcohol. That's all that is. We can't even call that a drinking game. That's actually just coping. Shit. Come on. Dumb bitch. Hit me up with that plasma pistol. What does this mission look like in Anniversary again? I bet it's a lot... I knew it. I was just about to say a lot brighter. God damn it. Look at how much they changed the vibe. You go from this to this. This is what I'm talking about with not liking Anniversary as much, chat. They just changed the entire feel of everything. Hold on. I can pick up empty guns. Where was my rocket? I don't like my new version of Russian roulette. Yes. Just a game that absolutely kills you. If I even want the Warthog, like, I don't have any Marines. I guess I'll just use it to go faster. Oh wait, there's a medkit under it? That's cheeky as fuck. Still looks so good, but they just changed, like, the whole vibe of everything. Like, it looks good graphically speaking, but it kind of throws off the way that each mission is supposed to feel, you know? Oh, there are some Banshees. Let's go. OG looks better. I agree. Like, Anniversary looks fine, but it doesn't look as good, like, artistically. I hear a Wraith. Fuck me. Like, bruh, I'm playing a different mission. I'm just back to daytime. It's not even nighttime anymore. This is just daytime assault on the control room. Entirely different game. Oh my god, that's a fuel rod grunt. Oh, we're at the point where we start getting fuel rod grunts. Fuck. I'd rather not argue with a bunch of Halo fans. He says it like he's not one of us, chat. Also, for those who don't know, Sam is an IRL friend. Oh, I got beamed. Dude absolutely sniped me out of the air. Oh my god, what a checkpoint, though. What the fuck? I'm so far back. Absolutely sniped out of the air. I got fucked up. Bitch. But there's fans, and then there's fans. No, I agree. Halo Twitter can just suck a lot of the time, but... Oh, I missed it because I flipped the Warthog on top of it with the medkit. I was like, how the fuck? They're just gonna hide one under? Bonk. I like how the wheels don't even spin when you're on the ice. You just literally like drift across. That's so funny to me. Oh shit. Hard to call myself a Halo fan after Infinite. Isn't that all of us now? I don't know. Infinite's base gameplay, so good. But all the technical issues, I would kill for a remake of this game in the H2A graphics on the Infinite engine, bro. I was saying the other day, damn! I need to get out. I need to get out, like right now. I need to pull some maneuvers so that thing doesn't get blown up. That worked surprisingly well, actually. Still haven't finished the campaign. The campaign in Infinite was just kind of like, yeah, it was fine. Wasn't good, or it wasn't like particularly good. Wasn't bad. It was just like, it exists. I liked Infinite as a base game so much, but that game just has its issues, and we all know these issues. We all know Infinite's, well, look at that. At least if you've played the game, you know Infinite's issues. It's rough. I love getting shot through walls. CE I've played about 40 times. Honestly, I've probably played it nearly as many. Because, like, this game has been at least a yearly play for me for, like, pretty much my whole life. Like, since I was, like, little. This game has been, like, a yearly replay, at least. If not, like, twice a year. Like, 2 is my favorite campaign. But for some reason, I've played CE more times than I've played 2. I want to bonk all these guys so that when my shield goes out... Oh, and it got me a checkpoint. Let's go.
That did it. The pulse generator overloaded. One more to go.
I mean, this mission's a lot better when you're not on high difficulty, where it's just like the balance is completely fucked. It's a lot better on normal. It's grown on me recently. 2 has always been my favorite campaign. It was my favorite multiplayer for a super long time, but CE has definitely taken my favorite Halo multiplayer now. Like, the more that you play CE multiplayer, and the more, like, you get a deeper understanding of how everything works in it, the more you're like, damn, this shit is bussin'. My Red Bull is, like, out. Kill it. Onto the water. Sag.
I've located the pillar of Other. You put down
No HUD, no problem.
Energy readings show our fusion reactors are still powered up.
I'm not looking forward to playing any of these games on LASO, though.
Failsafes even I can't override without authorization.
It's for challenges, and it's in 3 a reach. Reach, sorry.
Start the fusion core detonation. That tunnel
Couldn't help
is
it.
the next section.
It happens every time someone brings up Halo Reach multiplayer. Yeah, I just can't help it. You know, my body just... Sorry. He's not dead? The fuck? Oh my god, there's 2! There's 3! Oh wait, he just had an assault rifle. I saw the 3rd one come around the corner and I was like, oh no! Okay, can we acknowledge, like, that aerial maneuver that I pulled earlier to escape my Banshee didn't break my shield? That broke my shield and took almost half my health. Just dropping out right there. Isn't this the part where they... Oh no, I think that's the next door, right? That they, like, pour through as soon as you open it. Oh! CE and 2 are like worse versions of 3. Bruh! Out of the classic Halos, 3 has my least favorite MP. I played 3 the most for like the last couple years. Because, on MCC's like PC matchmaking, before crossplay got brought out, the only playlists that were like alive on this game were Halo 3. Like, for a long time on the PC version, it was like, if you want to play Halo at all, you have to play Halo 3, or you just don't get to play. I know you just didn't... I don't get the Halo 3 hype, I'm gonna be honest. Like, the campaign is good, but it's not as good as CE or 2. The multiplayer is good, but it's not as good as CE or 2. I don't get, like, why 3 is the Halo game as far as the community's concerned. Oh, I'm out. Oh, I'm out. Oh, shit. Just, oh. See, that was intentional, chat. That was, creative use of game mechanics to fling the gun to me so that I could use it. Completely intentional. It's really just a... Okay, that's fair. Wow. Hold on. Real quick. Sorry, I had to do something. Oh, there are medkits. I love the fucking assault rifle melee animation in CE. I don't know why I like it so much. Riddler's room from Batman? Yes. Something about this thing I really, really like. The way that you just punch looks great. Started on Reach when I was like 7. Got really into the game in 2017. Interesting. My first Halo was either CE or 2. I don't know which one, because I don't really remember, like, my first time playing Halo. I just know that, like, I had my dad's consoles when I was little, and he had both CE and 2. Like, the discs that I have for both of those games for the OG Xbox are both ones that my dad bought when he was playing the games. Yes, there's something odd there, Steve. Oh, fuck. I do love how the AI makes it so easy to shoot them out of the air when they're in Banshees in this game. God. Ammo, please. Oh, wait, I'm at, like, full ammo. I didn't even realize. Seven? I haven't seen that in so long. I had a friend recently telling me that I need to watch the movie Zodiac. He had a rocket? I haven't seen 7 in a long time. But you're honestly right. They're not natural formations. God, I feel like we're playing Metal Gear Solid again. If you weren't there for me playing Metal Gear Solid for the first time, we had people in chat who, like, knew the games and who, like, dropped some of the iconic quotes in chat, like, as they were being said in the cutscenes and shit. It was so funny. And then, like, for the rest of the game, they would just, like, keep bringing up the funny memes from, like, earlier cutscenes. I feel like the Riddler's room in Batman, though, just kind of, like, it's kind of like a cliche to have, like, a, you know, like a mentally insane killer have that sort of, like, home, where there's just, like, this crazy conspiracy shit, like, all over their walls. I almost got clipped by that Banshee. I looked away for a second, looked back, and its wing was in my face. Yeah, these are the parts of this mission that just fucking suck. Oh shit, I need to reload this. Oh, really? Was it a good movie, Sam? Because this friend of mine is like, it's one of my favorite movies ever. You should totally watch it. Because he found out that, like, my favorite TV show ever is Dexter. And he was like, you need to watch Zodiac. There's another rocket launcher flood? Why? Why? Just use your head. Yeah, nothing wrong with this. Just use your assault rifle at long range in Halo CE. I see no problem. Against the Flood, who are totally not bullet sponges at all. There's nothing wrong with this. Nope, nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing wrong with this. I like Zodiac a lot, but it's a little slow. That's fine. Like, what show or movie nowadays isn't, like, slow at the beginning that actually ends up being worth watching? God damn, can you not, like, refill the fucking turret seats for me? Like, just leave them empty. Oh my god, of course it flipped, like, top side up again so that they can just get back in. Oh, fuck you! Ooh! The grunt that got into the turret was a fuel rod grunt. Fuck my life. This is fun gameplay. Fighting the Flood with an assault rifle is very fun. Oh my god, he has a rocket! Christ above. Why the rockets? Fuck's sake. No, I've seen Batman. Yeah, I saw it a couple weeks ago. I really liked it. Honestly, I think I might have liked it more than The Dark Knight overall. I think the writing in the Batman was like fucking brain dead in some scenes. I have no idea why Catwoman was in the movie at all. Like, I don't know why they put her there. There's no good reason for Catwoman to be in the movie. But like the cinematography and the lighting and just like the overall like kind of feel of the movie was so good. Like so good. I think the writing could have been a lot better for a lot of the movie. And I don't know why Catwoman was there. But I really, really liked it overall. Because Catgirl fans, yeah. Or Catwoman. Sorry, Cat. Oh wait, you did say Catgirl. I thought I just read it wrong. I hate Zoe Kravitz, so it made it even worse for me. I mean, there was that whole thing where, like, literally the day that me and Sam and our friend Jack saw the movie, like, literally that morning, she got outed for, like, being a predator. So, there was that. Is the sniper even going to be useful on this mission? I'm trying to think. I don't think it will be. I don't think there's anything up ahead that's going to, like, make me want to have the sniper. Because the sniper is fucking dog shit against the Flood. There's just 2 rocket launcher Flood chilling there together for no reason. Why do we do this in this game? Why do we just give the Flood rockets? Okay, I have full rockets. That's what I was looking at. The writing was bad? Agreed. Hey, chat, check this out. Little trick. Gotta do that every time you play the mission. Yeah, I picked up the sniper and then I was instantly like, wait, there's no reason for me to carry this. This is like one of my CE tricks that I love, is using the ghost in this section of the game. Or this section of this mission, I should say. To do that. Just skip that whole giant fight, because that fight fucking blows. I mean, she played her role fine, but like none of her character's writing was good. And there was just not a good plot reason for her to be there. Like, not to spoil too much for those who haven't seen the movie, but they literally had to make a character that you only see in one scene of the movie to justify Catwoman being in the film. Like, that character existed to give Catwoman a reason to be there. And the character's only even in one scene. Like, it's very clear that they wanted her in there just to be like a kind of, you know, cool thing for like Batman fans. Like, oh, Catwoman. Because Catwoman, like, should be there in a year 1 Batman film. Because, like, Catwoman is Batman's, like, temptation. You know, she's the one who kind of pulls him to the other side, tries to fuck with him. It's like, she should be there early on for him. But there were just so many better ways that they could have put her in the movie. She was vital to the world building. She was vital to, like, one character. Like, there was the character that justified her being there. And then she was closely tied to, like... I can't say much without spoiling. But she was closely tied to one character who, like... That character would have been just as good, like, no better, no worse, if she was there or not. Like, her being there does add connection, but it doesn't necessarily make that character any better or worse. Right? Like, it didn't add or take away anything. It was just kind of like there.
No, that'll take too long.
You have a better idea?
There's
don't
a
know.
teleportation grid that runs throughout Halo. That's how the monitor moves about.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
learned how to tap into the
I just
grid
missed
out of
it.
the control center. Unfortunately, each jump requires a rather consequential expenditure.
Speaking of bad writing, chat, get a load of this shit.
I'm not gonna like this.
But I'm pretty sure I can pull it from your suit without permanently damaging machines. Needless to say, I think we should only try to do this.
Do it.
I saw like a dev talk about this game once, and when that cutscene came up, one of the, I think he was like the lead narrative designer or writer, I guess you should say. Like, designer is the official title, but it's writer. You'll hear like the title of lead narrative designer. But that cutscene came up, and the dude just laughed. And then he talked with the other guys. He's like, I remember writing this and just desperately trying to like give a reason why we jump into keys from this point in the game. Catwoman was there so you could have a better perspective on how the people in Gotham were feeling towards the rich. I guess I can see that. That makes a little bit more sense, but like, she needed to be more centrally important, like beyond just a thematic reason, you know? But as far as why that scene is horribly written, it's like, oh, there's this teleportation grid that I only just found now. And I can pull the power from your suits. But I should only do this once. and the writer in like the dev stream was just like, yeah, apparently there was a cut mission in between that and Keys. Because it's very obvious when you play the second half of CE that this was rushed and just thrown together as quickly as they could.
I've lost him.
But it was so funny because he's just like, I just really needed a reason to connect these two missions, so we were just like, teleportation. And there's a reason, clearly, that we can only do this once. Is teleporting ever used again? No. That is the only instance that you get to use it in the game. And she really is just like, oh, guess what? I can use your suit's power to get us through the teleportation grid. And it's just like, fuck sake. Like, I never realized before how bad the writing in that scene is, but as soon as the actual writer of the scene was like, I hate this, and he explained why, it was just like, holy shit, that is terrible. Like, that is so bad. And ever since, every time I've watched that cutscene, I've been like, man, I can't believe this made it into the game. Like, holy shit, this is bad. Because as soon as you have it pointed out to you, it's like, what the fuck? Oh shit! Forgot about that. I genuinely forgot about that. It's like the second half of Dark Souls, blatantly unfinished. I played through Dark Souls and had a blast the entire way, and then like found out that the community, generally speaking, doesn't like the second half. And I was actually surprised, because I was like, I loved the game the whole way through. Like, was the game definitely better in the first half? Yeah. Was the first half bad at all? No. Aside from Tomb of Giants? No. Fuck the Tomb of Giants. Worst gimmick. Like, actually, I fucking hated that. You can skip this part. I mean, I could have skipped this whole, like... I could have done keys bump earlier. But... I didn't. I'm not gonna keys bump through this, because, like I said... For the first achievement in this fucking, like, completion journey, I'm just gonna enjoy the campaigns of CE through 4, and then I'm gonna start going, like, full completion optimization mode. Like, I will play this mission, but on the higher difficulties, I will be keys bumping, and I will not be actually playing this mission. I'll be going from where you spawn into the keys room, and just skipping the whole fucking thing. For those, if you haven't seen or like done the keys bump yourself before, you'll probably love it when I start doing it, because it's really funny when you teleport into like the keys room, because you can see all the enemies that are like set up there, but the AI didn't trigger because you didn't hit the trigger volume coming the way that you're supposed to. So what happens is you go into the room and you see all these flood models just T-posing inactively, and you just have to kill them all before you trigger the cutscene. Because if you trigger the cutscene with them alive in the room with you, for some reason the cutscene will activate their AI, and they'll actually run up and kill you while the cutscene is playing. And you'll get like soft locked into this repeating checkpoint. It's really funny. But you just go in there. Oh my god, one just like, oh no, that was really, really bad luck. Dark Souls' second half is better than Halo's second half, because at least it doesn't literally reuse the... Yeah. I definitely think, like, CE is so drastically worse in its second half than in the first half. Dark Souls is like, it definitely goes down in quality, but it's still really good. Ow, ow, ow. Fuck off. Bastards. Have you watched the 659? No, I didn't. I did watch, like, the Zips thing that you sent, because I was curious about what it was. but I did not watch like his newest speedrun. I told my friend Owen that the new world record time was 6:59, and he was just like, what in the fuck? Because he's the guy who has like New Game Plus Elden Ring now and is really, really liking it. He has almost 100 hours played. Like, the dude is grinding the Elden Ring. And he was just like, what the actual fuck? 6 minutes? And I'm like, yep, 6 minutes. 59 seconds. Like, it is really funny to me how speedrunning communities will do that, where it's like, this game is so big, you can spend like 50 hours just trying to go around and fight all the bosses and everything. And then he's like, haha, I go from beginning to end in 7 minutes. Like, I love the way that speedrunners are, man. Like, okay, I could have this really fun 50-hour experience when I replay the game, or I could skip the entire game and get the credits to play in 7 minutes. I'm gonna do that. Nothing against speedrunners. I did speedrunning in Zombies. Briefly, I was never as much of a speedrunner as a high rounder, but I did speedrun, and it is fun. But with games like that, I would definitely prefer to like do the whole long adventure and all that than like just skip the entire game, because like haha, game speed go burr, you know. Zips go burr, I guess I should say. One thing I do appreciate though with the second half of this game is that you go from like assault rifle being your primary weapon for the first half of the game, or pistol if you're on the higher difficulties, to shotgun being your primary for the second half. Like, as soon as it gets introduced, this is the main gun you're gonna run, because in the campaign it is busted. CE shotgun in multiplayer is actually not very good, but in campaign, with all the ammo it has and the way it just like 1 or 2 shots most enemies, this thing is unreal. Because even on like legendary, this thing will one-shot a combat form down. It won't kill them in one shot, but it'll knock them down. 100+ hours, 7 minutes. Take it or leave it. Exactly. I love speedrunners.
Look in the corners.
They're just like, huh, fuck you. I'm gonna beat the game in 7 minutes. They just look the devs dead in the eye. They're like, nah. I remember when Doom Eternal's first like 20-minute run happened, and I watched a thing where the devs reacted to it, and they had one of the lead level designers as one of the devs that was there for it. And as soon as he saw people like hitting geometry to skip straight to the end of the level by like flying across it, he was just like, oh my god. He was just instantly like, I put so many restless nights into making these levels, and you're just skipping them. Like, I love that shit. Just seeing the devs be like, oh wow, thanks for just like invalidating all of my effort for haha funny time. Literally don't have to fight a not even like the final boss? Does he skip every boss? How the fuck? I think in Dark Souls 1, there are ways to like skip the mandatory bosses. I know like there's a way to skip Asylum Demon, technically speaking. You can't actually skip him entirely, but you can do a little thing to make it so that the game never actually registers him as being dead. So if you were to like go back to the asylum, he would still be there, even though you got out. Okay, let's try to not instantly get blown up in a chain reaction this time. Damn, you can actually skip every single boss. Oh my god, there's so many enemies here. Yeah, I fucking hate this mission. Because it just like forces you to slow down, which you don't want to, because you have a shotgun and you're in these hallways and you're just like, oh, W key and left click, here we go. And then you just can't, because you'll just get destroyed. It presents you with a really fun way to play, and then it's like, yeah, but you can't actually do that because you'll get destroyed. It sucks.
Looks like another shuttle bay. We should be able to reach the control room from the 3rd level.
Not to say it's not balanced well, which it's not. That's a whole other discussion. On normal, it's fine. On higher difficulties, this mission fucking blows. Oh yeah, Hunter's in the hallway. Shotgun, dumb bitch. What build did you play with Dark Souls 1? I played what apparently seems to be a fairly popular sort of build to throw together, which I did not know at the time. But I played with pyromancies, which were super fun. I loved those. And I did like a strength build with the Spyhander, and I upgraded it into the Fire Spyhander. And are you going to put yourself through the hell that is Dark Souls 2? I am. Eventually. I actually own Scholar of the First Sin on Steam already. I'm not sure if I'm continuing my streams of the Soulsborne games or not, because frankly, I did like 5 streams of Demon Souls, doing a challenge where I was going to complete every New Game Plus difficulty until it gets like maxed out difficulty-wise. And I was having fun playing it. Like, I love the game, but like, as much as everyone can be like, oh, numbers don't matter, it got like a fraction of the views that anything else I've done has gotten. And it also, I don't think I gained a single subscriber against any of the 5, or sorry, I should say throughout, not against. Words are hard. Throughout any of like those 5 streams, I don't think I got a single one. Like, 0 growth. So I'm not sure if I want to play it off stream, because like, I absolutely, if I wasn't going to stream through the games, would be playing it right now. But I just don't know if I want to like save it for a blind playthrough of going through the FromSoft games or not, you know? Did you play it post Elden Ring? I have not played Elden Ring. I have only played Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1 as far as FromSoft goes so far. And I want to play them all through, like, in release order, and then get to Elden Ring at the end. That's what I was planning on doing. Like, from the start. I originally, like, played Demon Souls because I was like, Elden Ring looks good. I want to be ready to, like, play those. But then I got very distracted with a whole lot of other shit, gaming-wise. And so at this point, I've only played Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1. And if I never did, like, the FromSoft challenge streams, I would have probably already played Dark Souls 2. But I've been holding off. Because that might explain why... I mean, yeah, there's logical reasons why they didn't do well. I'm not saying that there's, like, no reason for them to have flopped. Because I did start streaming through that after Elden Ring came out. Well, actually, the first one was before, and the others were after. So it's like, I know why they didn't do well. It's because the entire, like, Soulsborne community, still, as far as I can tell, is just focused on Elden Ring. So it might be one of those things where it's like, I might just want to wait and still do it, but do it later. Not do it right now, you know? Wait until I've got like a space between games to actually have that even be able to pick up viewership in the slightest. Because like the SEO was fine. Like I had ranked tags. I had, you know, my tags filled out. I had like 5 out of 5 tag volume. People who know what I'm talking about will know. But SEO was perfectly fine. It wasn't the problem. It's just I was getting very low click-through rate, probably because Elden Ring was out. And low click-through rate on those streams means that like YouTube picks up on the fact that when my channel does those streams, people don't like those streams. At least that's what they think because of click-through rate. So I start getting less impressions, which if you don't know what impressions are, it's how many people even see your video like pop up in their feed. I think my first Demon Souls stream had like 2,000 impressions, and then the second one had like 700, and then the third one had like 300. So
we can't let the flood get off this ring.
Yeah.
You know what he'd expect.
Probably peak around June or July. Yeah, I think I might just wait to like continue the FromSoft shit. Because it seems like it was just poor timing as far as like me realizing that I wanted to do those. You know what I mean?
Done. I have the code. We should go. We need to get back to the pillar.
Just very
of
bad
light.
timing
Go
as
back
far
to
as
the
like that
shuttle bay and
community
find
goes.
a ride.
Like the Halo shit does fine now because like Halo Infinite has been out for 6 months almost. Like next week it'll be like 6 months since Infinite came out. Oh, but yeah, for people who don't know the keys skip, like the keys bump it's called, it would have taken me literally from where I spawned, like in that hallway at the beginning, into this room. Not literally into this room, but like into the hallway just before it. So it would have taken me from where I started this mission straight into that cutscene. For those not familiar with the skip. It's really good. Like, it skips the whole mission. Where the fuck are we going? Up, up. Virgin Halo player versus Chad Elden Ring streamer. Wait, that's the only unlocked door. What the fuck? Hold on. Do I go straight? No. That's locked. Ah! I thought this was just like fully crashed in. I feel dumb. Oh, I already... Oh, I'm good. I want to finish CE and get into Halo 2, because I've played CE recently, like on stream even, because we did that playthrough with Jack back in like September. Before I was on YouTube, but we did play this on stream like not even a year ago. So I'm just excited to get to Halo 2, because Halo 2's campaign I haven't played through in a long time. Oh my god. I forget that like the Spec Ops elites and shit start spawning now. And they are not fucking around. Oh, there's another skip I could do here, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna hold off. It's less of like a full skip and more just like using the movement system, but you can just jump down to those banshees and survive the fall. And I know how, but I'm gonna restrain myself. No, I'm not. Fuck you, dumbass. I don't like that mission. I'm done. I said I was gonna enjoy these campaigns. I got my enjoyment out of that mission early on, just because I haven't played it in so long. I'm done. Moving on. But yeah, literally when you do the keys bump, you go into the room with the cutscene, and then you go through like 2 hallways after you get through that fight, and then you do that skip down to the Banshee where you crouch to negate the fall damage, and that's the mission. So if you know the speed run for it, it's like a 2-minute mission, if even, on Legendary. Really zoomy. Last mission of CE, and it'll carry straight into Halo 2, like, off the ending cutscene, because of the playlist, which will actually be dope. I don't even have to, like, go to the menu and hop into Halo 2. It'll just carry straight over to the opening of Halo 2. Do we play Halo 2 in Anniversary or in Classic? Because Anniversary, in my opinion, looks way better. But, like, I also haven't played Classic in a long time, and maybe we do Classic just because I played CE in Classic. And then do Anniversary on, like, you know, later challenges and stuff I have to do in H2. Like, Anniversary definitely looks better. Especially the cutscenes look unreal. But
It'll hold.
maybe I just do one Classic playthrough before I say Anniversary. Maybe we go with it. If the boys are saying Anniversary, then maybe we do it. I know that we did CE on Classic, not only because I think it looks better, because if you were here the other day, I was like, maybe we do it on Anniversary, because I never play CE in Anniversary. But we ended up not doing it because Bird, who's one of my mods, was here. And he knows a lot of stuff about LASO in these games, because he actually has done a few of the games on LASO. And he said that like a bunch of the skips that people do in LASO runs of this game are done in Anniversary. So he recommended like, don't play Anniversary on this casual run of CE, because you'll be playing Anniversary a lot when you're doing like LASO runs for it. Because I almost played CE in Anniversary, but then he brought out the logic, and I was like, you know what? I can't argue with that. That is some sound reasoning as to why I should do a classic run like all the way through first. If I remember right though, this mission doesn't look that bad in Anniversary, but I could be entirely wrong. Just knock him down, that won't kill him. I mean, no, this looks wrong. Notice how like CE, this shit is like fucked up. Anniversary, it's like, it's damaged, but it's not like entirely fucked like it is in CE. The colors are important. Colors are important. Nice. The mod is definitely the highlight of the second half of this campaign. Like, this last mission is a good ending for CE. Brings you back to the beginning. You've got all the enemies here. You've got all the weapons here. It's just this bombastic ending where you just run through these hallways again and fight everything. On and off for like 40 minutes. Is it a legendary achievement by chance? Yeah, I'm not looking forward to like the legendary and LASO achievements. Depending on the game, like fucking speedrunning Halo 2, not gonna be fun. Even though it's not on LASO, it's only legendary, that's still not gonna be fun. Even playing Halo 2 on legendary, I haven't done that on MCC, so that's gonna be not fun. Because I'm still, I mean, I could like do both of those at once, but regardless, they're just not gonna be fun. Easy with infinite ammo skull? That's fair. Dude, if only the LASO fucking playlists had like the easy fun skulls on as well to give you like infinite ammo and shit like that. Because like, LASO is bad, but it would be not so bad if I had infinite ammo on any gun I found, you know? But I guess they would also ruin like having the famine skull on, where like you only find guns with half as much ammo and shit like that. It would make that skull like null entirely, so maybe I get why they're not enabled for LASO, but it would make it a lot more tolerable to have infinite ammo while you're doing it.
This won't take long.
Oh, infinite ammo rocket would,
That should give us enough time to make it to a lifeboat and put some distance between ourselves.
Infinite ammo rocket would ruin the entire LASO run. So I get why. Never mind.
Out of the question, really.
Oh, hell.
Ridiculous that you would imbue a warship's AI with such a wealth of knowledge.
Thought red and gold elites were bad. Look at the black. Actually, I think the Spec Ops elites aren't as bad as the gold ones.
You can't imagine
Honestly,
how
they're.
exciting this is.
I think they have the same health as the red ones, right?
Human
They just have like higher accuracy. Like they hit more of their shots than the red do, and the gold. Nah, they're not worse than gold.
Oh, how I will enjoy every
No way.
moment of its categorization. To think that you would destroy this installation as well as this record. I am shocked.
I'm looking forward to playing Halo 2 again. 2 is my favorite campaign. I'm looking forward to 3 and 4 as well. Those aren't like my favorite. Well, 4 is my favorite 343 campaign.
And I will endeavor to make your death
Like out of the 343
At
games,
least I still have control over the comm
4 is my favorite campaign,
I'm
for
detecting
sure.
taps throughout the ship. Sentinels most likely.
But
As for the monitor,
like 3 and 4 aren't my favorite
he's in
campaigns.
engineering. He must be trying
I just
to take
haven't
the
played
core
them in
offline.
so long
Even if
that
I
I'm
could
really
get the
looking
countdown
forward to
restarted,
them.
I don't know what to do.
How much firepower would you need?
Same with
to have
ODST,
one of
actually.
these Shields.
Not much.
Reach's
A well-placed
campaign
grenade
I played
perhaps, but why?
when they dropped MCC on Steam. So I was like, oh, Halo campaign on PC, this is gonna be nuts.
Okay, I'm coming with you.
And then it was Reach's campaign, so it was just like
Chief,
kind of okay.
Sentinels.
Yeah, more aggressive. That's really the only difference between them and the red ones. I don't have any problems with the Spec Ops elites. Spec Ops grunts that have the fuel rods,
Heavily
fuck
damaged
them.
when it crashed. Head to the
Just the fact that they were like, oh, grunts, but they explode when they die. Why? Like, who designed that? Especially in a game with chain reactions, it's like... Don't tell me you think Reach has a bad campaign as well. I don't think it's bad. But I don't think it's great either. I think it's good and just good. Which is actually a pretty hot take of mine. Like, I normally catch a lot of flack for saying that Reach campaign is just mid. I never have anyone agree with me when I say that. Like, even personal friends of mine don't agree with me when I say that. They're just like, what the fuck are you on? Oh, got his ass. Chain reaction, dumb bitch. Oh, those hunters. I hate these hunters that are like backed into the corner. Makes running up to them so scary. Oh, dumb bitch. At least on normal, they have like such little health. In CE at least. Ow. Hunters on normal aren't even bad if you're not behind them. They're the most fun to fight. If gold elites were used as often as like red ones were, I think you would definitely not like them. I think you really only like them because of their scarcity. If your friends think the game is good or bad, they think it's good. Like, all of my friends love the Reach campaign. I'm the only one that's like, it's not that good. Like, it's good, but it's not great. I think the story in Reach is super overhyped. Like, story in Reach is just, it's there and it's not bad. But everyone's always like, oh, I love Noble Team. The only Noble Team member I really like is George. And Emil is okay. Aside from that, they're just boring. Like, June is cool, but you never see him. Like, I do like June, but he's just criminally underused. Kat is just kind of annoying in most of her scenes that she's in. Or, like, when she's with you on missions, she's just kind of like... I don't know. Just don't like her as much. Carter, I feel the same way. Carter is too, like, stuck to the, you know... He's supposed to be, like, the traditional good soldier. And it's just like... You think the OG trilogy stories are good? I think 2 and 3's stories are good. I think 2 has the best story in any of the Halo campaigns. And I also think that that's apparently like a common take. I think people generally say the same thing. That like 2 has the best Halo campaign story. And I think 3 out of the OG trilogy is right behind it, story-wise. If we're talking overall, here's my hot take. 2 has my favorite story. 4 has my second favorite story. Oh shit, I stuck an infection form. That could have been really bad. 3 has the best writing. Halo 2 would like to speak to you, my guy. The fuck? What? 3 has the best writing. Get that shit out of here. Get it out of here. Absolutely not. That dude scared the hell out of me. I forgot that the grunt ran by there. Oh, hi. Fuck off. Oh, I didn't even stick him. I thought I stuck him and then he was like right on my shit. I got so scared. Those are the Sentinels. I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna go around, I think. Oh, they blocked this off, motherfuckers. They really force you to... Oh, wait, you can go this way? Oh, you still can't get behind the... Oh, for fuck's sake. You still, like, can't get behind the hunters, but you can at least get a better shot, because you can just wipe the Sentinels on this side and then fight them. Third worst writing behind CE and 5. Yeah, I don't think 3's writing is great. 3's writing is, like... It's not terrible. Wait, no, third worst? Nah, Reach is, it's in the third. Not that Reach writing is like bad, but it's just kind of like stiff and boring. And the performances aren't good in Reach either, which absolutely doesn't help. Oh wait, I just went in a circle. Like, even George's performance in Reach isn't very good. Even though he's got to be my favorite character in that game, his performance still isn't great by any means. Definitely has the best gameplay and the best difficulty. I'll give best difficulty. I think 2 has my favorite, like, base gameplay, but the level design holds it back most of the time. Because if you know Halo 2, then you know exactly what I mean when it's like,
Engine room located.
sit here for 3 waves of enemies. They do that a lot.
Alert.
Like,
The
pretty much
monitor
every level has at least one spot where it's just like,
Can't restart the countdown.
just wait here and fight 3 waves of enemies.
Detonate the ship's fusion reactors.
That's
will do
true.
enough damage to destroy Halo.
Like, a lot of Halo 2's characters that were really, really good in 2 are nowhere near as good in 3.
First, we need to pull back the exhaust
Reach
duct
just doesn't have
that
good
will expose the
characters.
shaft that leads to the primary
Sorry.
fusion drive core.
Like, 3, I can agree, makes characters worse from the previous game, but they're still not as bad as Reach's
Step 1
characters.
complete. We have a straight shot into
Like,
the
I'll still
fusion
take H3 Arbiter over, like, Carter or Cap.
Stabilize. Surrounding the fusion cells.
Crouch
Use
oh,
explosives.
I crouch jumped
I
too hard.
recommend a grenade or rocket.
I've never actually jumped back there, that scared me.
There is an armory station located near the engine center.
See if I can nail one. Oh, fuck.
Fusion
Oh, shit, I
reactor
didn't-
number 1 destabilized.
I meant to shoot and then reload, but I guess the fire delay was still going.
Enough to trigger a wildcat explosion of the engines.
Yeah. I think Halo is at its best when it's more focused on the characters than it is the actual story. Like, let me explain.
Not acceptable.
Games that are focused on their characters.
Surrender the construct.
Halo 2, Halo 4, ODST. Games that are focused on the actual plot. Halo Reach, Halo 5, Halo CE. Sorry, but it is. CE is not a character-based game, right? It's very, very plot-centered. CE, like, almost gets the story pass just because the story is almost non-existent in CE. It's like, we crashed on planet thing, ring, obviously, but you know what I mean. Like, it's kind of that generic, like, oh, we're on a planet, find way off of planet. And then, like, halfway it's like, oh, bad aliens, escape planet, but now there's bad aliens involved. And everyone else is dead. Shipmaster was better in 3 than Arbiter? I would agree with that.
Keep it up. Only
Shipmaster
one
in
more
2
fusion reactor to
is
go.
awesome. I would say Shipmaster is like the one character in 3 that didn't get like pushed from Halo 2. Aside from like Chief, obviously. He's like the one badass Halo 2 introduced character that they didn't fuck up. Okay, I'm about to die. If they can just keep fighting each other, that would be perfect. Oh, come on. That one didn't go in. Oh, I never do this with nades. This is bad. I wasted my rockets. Fucking around. No, don't shoot me. Oh, wait, I can get off right here? Ignore me. Alien zombies. Even worse. What will we do? Oh, wait, that worked?
That did it. The engine's gone critical.
I'll take it.
Based on the current rate of decay, we should have 15 minutes to get
I
off
don't
the
know
ship.
why
Don't
that
have much
counted,
time.
but it did.
We should move outside and
I'm not gonna
search for
complain.
evil.
I'm just gonna
Access
leave.
schematics. There's a service lift at the top of the
Is it
engine.
this one? Are we on the right
Class
side?
7 service corridor that runs along the ship's dorsal structure. Hurry!
I think this is the right side. Yeah, it is. There isn't any checkpoints in the Warthog run? There's not. There are very few checkpoints in the entire mission of the MA. There's not many. They are few and far between. Oh my god. No! Don't come. What the fuck? You see how fast that rocket swap was before I whipped the nade at him? What checkpoints exactly? The MA has like no checkpoints. Ah! And it's noteworthy on this mission because this mission isn't even that easy. Especially on high difficulties, it's like, fuck me. Get me to Halo 2. I'm so excited for Halo 2. Best Halo campaign, don't have it. Oh yeah, dude, they throw nades constantly. I can't wait to play CE LASO and have the boom skull on, where every enemy throws twice as many grenades. That's not boom, is it? That's one of the skulls, but I don't think boom. I think boom is the one that makes the explosions bigger. Or no. Boom in CE makes the timer on explosives half as long. So like the fuse on grenades is significantly shorter. I think that's what it does in CE. Awful. I have just done the Warthog run so many times that I'm fairly consistent at it, and I don't typically get stuck anywhere. But the vehicle physics in CE are fucked. It's like the reason that the Warthog run can be a challenge for like first-time players, you know? It's just trying to find your way through this obstacle course with the Warthog can be really rough if it's your first time playing. Come on, there we go. Drive! Yeah, CE gets the story pass though because the story is practically non-existent in CE. There's like those two twists back to back of like the Flood existing and Spark betraying you. But outside of that, there's really not a story here. Like, the whole story is just find a way off the Halo ring. There's no reason for this Warthog run to exist? No. You want to know the reason that this exists? Because it's badass to end the game on something like this. It's a great way to end the game. Just have like a high-speed car run through the entire ship. With a timer on it, of course. Not to say that there's not like a story reason for each individual mission, because obviously it's like Halo. Find like all the scattered humans that landed. Pillar of Autumn, or not Pillar, sorry, Truth and Reconciliation. Get keys off the ship. Silent Cartographer, find the fucking map of Halo. You know, there's like a reason for each specific mission, but overall, story is just get off of the ring. From beginning to end. With little curveballs thrown in with each mission. Like 2 and 3 kind of go through this winding, you know, constantly changing direction in the whole game. And they're way more interesting because of that. Anniversary looks good here. I'm not switching. We've come this far.
Wait, stop.
We've come this far. I'm not gonna give in and play Anniversary for the Warthog run. I'll take, there we go. Take a peek, and we go back. Yeah, exactly. Like there's a reason for each individual mission, but it's really just like steps to getting off the ring, you know?
Echo 419. She's gone.
Also, I've always loved that these Banshees are empty. Oh wait, they're not anymore. In the MCC version, they used to be empty because that's how they were in the Gearbox port. Like, they would just be popped open with no elites or anything in the back of it. They would just kind of circle around and do nothing. Now they just circle around and do nothing, but there's at least elites in the back of them. Oh no! Damn it. I normally don't flip the Warthog ever in the Warthog run, because I've just done this like twice a year for my entire life at this point. But I had to crack like past the halfway point and flip at least once. That was such a slow and painful way to flip over too. That sucked. I ruined it. My immersion. Bonk. Aye! Have you done every or any? I've done every Halo game on Legendary aside from Infinite. Just because Infinite I haven't replayed since my first playthrough. Oh, come Like, if I'm being honest, the first, like, 3 missions of Halo Infinite are bangers. Like, they sell you on the game so hard, and they sell you on the story so well. And from there, Infinite is just a slow decline in quality. Like, as the game goes on in Infinite, it's just, like, it gets less and less interesting, both gameplay and story-wise, in my opinion. Is it a cheap? Oh, fuck. Well, we'll have to get it on one of the later runs. Because, oh boy, we will be playing the campaign missions plenty of times. Oh, I have 1 bar of health. I should probably just...
Negative. We have a wild...
Ugh, I forgot.
Destabilization of the ship's fusion core. The engines must have sustained more damage.
Okay, there we go.
Analyzing. We have 6 minutes before the fusion drive detonates. We need to evac now. Final
Oh. Ow.
will detonate. Explosion
Thanks,
will generate
Bungie.
a temperature of almost 100 million degrees. Don't
Checkpoints, am I right? Woo! Getting crazy with it. Oh, chat. Did I ever tell you about this? Okay, so if you don't know, Postal 4 recently like came out of early access and like fully released. Either that or it's about to. I just saw the announcement that it was like coming out of early access for full release. I don't know if it did or is about to. Anyway. I was going to play the Postal games for like fun streams, just to like have goofy ass streams. But then I realized that just playing a Postal game on my channel would probably ruin my SEO for like a month. Because I don't think YouTube is very fond of the Postal franchise. At least from what I've heard. And now I'm just flipping the Warthog everywhere because I'm not paying attention. Example A. Oh shit, there's a barrier there. Okay, going around. But I was gonna like play Postal 2 because I've played it before. It's fucking it lives up to its reputation. All I'm saying about Postal 2. The reputation it has is pretty accurate to how the game is. But I was like, oh, I'll play Postal 2 and maybe if people like it, I'll buy Postal 4 and play it. Nah. Might as well play Hatred while you're at it. Yeah. Peace. Yes, no, I think you used the right form of the word peace there, Smitty. I think you got it spot on. I think that was correct. Should get a death counter? Why? I've literally died like 3 times. Okay, come on. I don't even know if that jump is possible. I've never hit that jump during the Warthog run. So, I don't know if that one is possible to do or not. No shot. A long illness. He's actually dead. Sorry, just sent that into my my group chat with my friends, because if I have to know, they have to know too. Why'd you have to do this to me, Smitty? The man wasn't that old. I think it said he was 67. I mean, he's not like that old, but like, he's legally a senior citizen.
Wait, stop. This is where Fohammer is coming to pick us up. Hold position here.
Cortana to Echo 419. Two Covenant man.
Isn't it over 65 as like legally a senior citizen? If I'm right.
Echo 419.
Like my grandpa on my mom's side died at like
Alternate escape route.
62, I want to say.
Shows one Longsword fighter is still docked in Launch Bay 7. If we move now, we can make.
Ignore my rest in pieces joke. No, I thought it was about the checkpoint. But then he said Gilbert Godfrey died, and I was like, what the fuck? There's no need for Sticky. The whole second half of Halo, like, was so rushed together that it's just entirely contrived. Like, the whole second half of this game is ridiculous when you actually start, like, picking it apart. Like, 2 Betrayals, Keys, and the Maw are all just like, what the fuck happened to these missions? It's very clear that they got thrown together right at the end, and like, you know, they tried to salvage a proper finale out of this game. With the Maw, I would say, oh my god, I fully flipped the Warthog. What the fuck?
Negative. We have a Wildcat destabilization of the ship's fusion
We're doing it in
core.
anniversary
The
this
engine
time.
must have sustained more damage than we thought.
Analyzing. We have 6 minutes before the fusion drives detonate. We need to evac now. Activating final countdown timer. When it reaches 0, the detonate.
That's where I died? Fuck that shit, man.
100 million degrees.
God damn it.
Don't
We play in the remaster for the rest of this. Fuck it. Justify the reason for playing it again. Look at how much brighter it is, though. Like, the whole remaster has a consistent theme of, like, ruining the mood. Like, in this section, even, you can still, like, as much of an epic run as you're having, the ship is falling apart. But in this, I don't know, man. The ship looks pretty pristine. It's just got some burn marks here and there. I don't like it at all. 3 perfected it, though. I think the Warthog run is fine. I have not died more than once in the Warthog run in years. Oh, fuck me. I have no health, which makes it so much worse. Much worse.
Of the ship's fusion core. The engines must have sustained more
Health pack?
damage than we
Possibly?
thought.
Maybe? Aha!
Analyzing. We have 6 minutes before the fusion
Something
drives
good came out of this.
You need to evac now. Activating final countdown timer. When it reaches 0, the engines will detonate. The explosion will generate a temperature of almost 100.
You having fun? I'm having so much fun, you don't even know.
Don't be here when it blows.
Yeah. I don't know. I wish, like, I get why they brightened up a lot of the stuff and, like, added more color to a lot of the areas. Because, like, CE is kind of, like, you know, solid color in a lot of its levels. Especially the Maw is, like, gray, right? But you didn't need to add this much color. Like, you could have maintained the general feeling without brightening it this much and adding this much color to it, you know? There's a ghost run in 4 too, and the ghost run in 4 is badass. Okay? Can we talk about the ghost run in Halo 4 being fucking awesome? Oh, no, you know what's badass near the end of Halo 4 is the longsword section. That shit fucking rules. I love that. Like, the music in that part of the... Ugh. The longsword section near the end of Halo 4 is so good. When we get there, it'll be beautiful. You'll see. If you don't know, you'll know. It wasn't at the end, so it loses the epicness. Well, yeah, you know, we don't end on something that good. We end on a QuickTime event. Because, like, 2012 gaming. Like, as much as we can shit on it, it's pretty par for the course for, like, you know, late Xbox 360, PS3 game, right? We can at least acknowledge that that was just the era in gaming at that point. Sucks that Halo 4's general gameplay was pretty dog shit. I don't think it was. I like Halo 4's campaign a lot. I mean, I don't know if you caught it earlier. It's, honestly, hear me out, chat. It's like my third favorite Halo campaign. I know that a lot of people don't like Halo 4's campaign, but it ranks pretty high for me. It ranks really high for me among the Halo games. Blasphemy. Yeah, I know. The campaign is really good. I don't like Halo 4's multiplayer, like, much at all. Aside from, you know, maybe on a Friday or a Saturday night, me and the boys will hop on some Halo 4, like, big team and fuck around.
Cortana to Echo 419. Two
But
combat
that
badges
campaign,
on your six. Evade. Say again. Evade.
fairly solid. I really, really enjoy it. I like Halo 4. Let me emphasize. I like Halo 4 because the Forerunner weapons, while not all that useful, are really cool. They're cool. I like the overall presentation. There are some stylistic things that I don't love as much. But the overall presentation, especially for being on the 360, you can't argue with it. You just can't. Looks good. Sure, the jackals are like lizards now, and that's kind of weird. But overall, the presentation is really good in 4. The music in Halo 4, godly. Let's be real. The emotion in Halo 4, also godly. The Promethean weapons didn't fit Halo at all, but were badass as fuck. Thank you! Like, they don't feel like they're in the right franchise, but goddamn are they cool. I was actually so disappointed to not have any Promethean weapons return in Halo Infinite. Like, if I'm being honest, I was so disappointed by that. Like, come on. In general, here's one of my things with Halo Infinite. Let me give you one of my possibly hot takes. Obviously, I don't think anyone wanted to fight the Forerunners or the Prometheans in Halo Infinite. Well, maybe some people, but most people did not want that for Halo Infinite. But the way that they just kind of like ignored their existence in order to like get rid of them and not have them in the game because like, oh, fans don't like this, it almost makes it worse. Because the entire time I'm just like, damn, they're really trying hard to not bring it up. Like, to not acknowledge Halo 5. In some parts, they made a vague reference to Halo 5. But for being the direct sequel to Halo 5, goddamn, did they ignore that game a lot. Not that I liked Halo 5's campaign, but you have to at least acknowledge that that game happened. Like, the Devil May Cry games still acknowledge that Devil May Cry 2 exists, right? Everyone hates that game. Everyone hates Devil May Cry 2. If you've played it, you know. It's bad. Like, it's one of those games that gets shit on relentlessly that I can't even defend, because it's actually just bad. It's just incompetently designed as a game. But they at least acknowledge that it still exists. With Halo 5, they tried to just be like, nope, Halo 4 and Infinite. Nothing happened in between, I swear. Nothing happened.
Shut them down.
I promise you. Like, I don't know. There was just something weird in Infinite where they just like really tried to not bring up Halo 5.
Fancy a look?
I really don't think about 4 and 5 outside of how they wrote Chief. Fair enough. It really be like that. Okay, so like, we've all seen the modders, like, mod this cutscene so that you can actually see Chief when he takes off the helmet, right? We've all seen it. Can we talk about how funny it is?
Did anyone else?
That he takes off the helmet and there's another one underneath if you actually, like, mod the game. It's hilarious. And it also makes sense because, like, why would we model a face that we're not showing in the game? You wouldn't.
What we had to do for Earth.
They just like pull off the helmet as a prop and put it in his lap. Because like, there's no reason you wouldn't.
Halo. It's finished.
Halo has had its run and they need to stop making more games. Get the fuck out of here. No. Infinite was better. I see it as canon. I remember just seeing it pop up in my YouTube. It's like, what happens if we control the camera in the ending of CE? And then he takes it off, and there's another helmet under it. That shit killed me. I remember sending that to like all of my friends that were Halo fans and being like, this is so fucking funny. Like, as a dev, I look at it and I'm like, yeah, there's zero reason why you would make a face on his model. But as a fan of Halo, it's so fucking funny that he takes it off and there's another helmet under it. Narrative Navigator. What challenge is that? You're going on timeout. Did it just take me back to the menu after... Okay. It did take me back to the main menu, but then it was like, oh shit, we're actually supposed to go into Halo 2 now. Fuck's sake. At least it does go straight into 2. That is something cool about playing this playlist. Honestly, I'm surprised they didn't... Oh, no. That's more like it. The credits were in the main menu on CE, I think. Like, you could watch the credits. Or no, I think they did play at the end. I think in Anniversary they took them out because they had like a thank you message from Bungie in Anniversary. I actually think if you play an Anniversary graphics on MCC, it will play the thank you message, I'm pretty sure.
There was only one chip.
One.
This is an Anniversary. I think I'm gonna play 2 in Classic the first time through, and then on like the other challenges and shit, I'll play Anniversary. I'll do the same thing pretty much.
Destroyed with the rest of their fleet?
It fled as we set fire to their planet.
Even in Classic Halo 2,
But I followed with all the ships in my command.
the upgrade and presentation from CE is unreal.
When you first saw Halo, were you blinded by its majesty?
Blinded?
Paralyzed? Dumbstruck?
No.
Yet
Oh, okay.
were able to evade your ships, land on the sacred ring, and desecrate it with their filthy footsteps.
Noble hierarchs. Surely you understand that once the parasite attacked,
There will be order in this council.
You were right to focus your attention on the Flood. But this demon, this Master Chief...
by the time I learned the demon's intent, there was nothing I could do.
I didn't even... Ignore me. I might quote a lot of Halo 2. Like, as the lines are said, I might say them. Just a warning.
The council demands it.
You are one of our most treasured...
At least, like, the memed lines or just the iconic ones, I'll probably speak over them. So, warning.
But your inability to safeguard Halo was a colossal failure.
Nay, it was heresy.
I will continue my campaign against the humans.
My favorite
No.
quote?
You will not. Soon the great journey shall begin. But when it does, the weight of your heresy will stay your feet, and you shall be left behind.
My favorite quote in the Halo franchise is probably, "I need a weapon." I know that a lot of people would say, like, finishing this fight is one of them. Giving the Covenant back their bomb. Notice that a lot of them are from Halo 2. Like, a lot of the popular ones.
There's viscosity throughout the gel layer.
I know what the ladies like.
Totally fried.
Also Halo 2.
And let's not
Sorry.
even talk about the power supply.
Like,
you know how expensive this
all
gear
the
is,
most
son?
legendary Halo lines are Halo 2. They just are.
Tell that to the Covenant.
I hate how in MCC there's that cut right there. Tell that to the Covenant is also a fire one. If we're being real. Tell that to the Covenant is also a good one. I hate that I have to play this mission.
Well, I guess it was all obsolete anyway. Your new suit's a Mark 6, just came up from Songnam this morning. Try and take it easy until you get used to the upgrades. Okay, let's test your targeting first thing. please look at the top light. Good. Now look at the bottom light. All right, look at the top light again. That's it. Now the bottom one. Okay. Everything checks out.
What a goofy-ass tutorial.
Offline the inhibitors. Move around a little. Get a feel for it. When you're ready, come meet me by the zapper.
Even just like Halo 2, they went all out with like their storytelling shit. Even just in the environments, like the fact that they left these on the table in the tutorial level is hilarious.
Pay attention, because I'm only going over this once. This station will test your recharging energy shields. Your new armor shields are extremely resilient, very efficient.
My ass. I've played Halo 2 before.
Bingo! As you
Bingo.
can see, they recharge a lot faster.
On normal, they're more
If
resilient.
the shields go down, find some cover, wait for the meter to read fully charged.
That, or he can hide behind me. You done with my boy here, Master Guns? I don't see any training.
Oh, I have this script
armor's
nearly
working fine,
memorized.
Johnson.
This is painful to sit
You're
through.
free to go, son. Just remember, take
Like,
things
just
slow.
every
worry,
time that
I'll
one of
hold
them's
his
about
hand.
to speak, it's like, I know exactly what words are coming out of their mouth. This game,
So, Johnson,
the writing in Halo
when you
2,
gonna tell me
unmatched
how
in this
you made it
franchise.
Back home in one piece.
Sorry, Guns. It's classified.
My ass. Well, you can forget about those adjustments to your A2 scope.
Well, he's in a particularly fine mood. Maybe Lord Hood didn't give him an invitation.
Yeah, the machine one is up there for me, too. I mean, if I had to pick an Arbiter quote, I don't think it would be "then you must be silenced." I think it would be "were it so easy." To be fair, that's the first one I've said that's Halo
When I
3.
shipped out for basic, the orbital defense grid was all theory. and
So Halo 3's getting some representation from me today.
The Cairo is just one of 300 geosync platforms. That Mac gun can put a round clean through a Covenant capital ship.
I'm kind of glad I'm not playing an anniversary for this
Coordinated fire
quick
from the
run.
Athens and the Malta, nothing's
Because
getting
coming
past
off of
this
Classic
battle club
CE
thing.
going into Classic 2 feels right. Because then after this, we're going to go into 3. Like, it's just going through the games and seeing the presentation get better and better.
Nobody's saying much, but I'll bet something big's about to happen.
Yeah, where it's so easy is like everyone mentions that line, but it's because it's so good. And boom, cut to loading screen because MCC fucked it. For those who might not have played the original, these loading screens normally wouldn't happen. Like between the intro cutscene and the armory level and this level, these all load on start and then go through clean in the original. There's no like loading screen pause like this. So like when Chief said tell that to the Covenant, it normally goes straight to the mission. When you walk out of the train, it normally goes straight to this cutscene.
And you told me you were gonna wear something nice. Folks need heroes, Chief, to give them hope. So we smile. Would you? Well, we still got something to smile about.
Classic Johnson is cursed. He's so cursed. Classic Johnson is cursed as shit. Can we be honest? There's something about the way that he looks that is so off-putting to me. I love this cutscene. In Anniversary, it looks insane. All the cutscenes in Anniversary look insane. We'll get there in due time.
Drawn quite a crowd. If they came to hear me beg, they will be disappointed. Are you sure?
OG Tartarus is kind of cursed too, can we be honest? It's them blue pants. Games just weren't done like this cinematically yet in 2004, for the most part. Like, Metal Gear Solid 2 was out, but
Gentlemen, we're lucky to
generally
have you back.
speaking, this was like super high quality
Go ahead,
cutscenes.
Cortana.
Another whisper, sir, near Io. We have probes en route.
I apologize, but we're going to have to make this quick.
You look nice.
Thank
Yeah, I thought he wore a different color than gold.
Sergeant Major,
Oh, I
the
wasn't sure.
Colonial Cross is awarded.
Oh, you mean
for
pants?
acts
Sorry, I
of
thought you meant the
singular
Arbiter's
daring and
armor.
devotion.
I was like,
For
I
a
thought he was like
soldier of the
one of the
United
white
Earth
elites
Space
from
Corps.
CE.
There can be no greater heresy.
Is he not? They probably
than
didn't
to
change
be
his armor.
acceptable for all who would break our covenant.
There's no way they could have changed Arbiter's base armor color. But don't the white elites, like, canon-wise, rank above the gold ones? Or am I wrong about that? I could be very wrong.
Miranda Keys, your father's actions were in keeping with the highest traditions of military service.
I feel like CE holds up only because it doesn't try to do cutscenes like this. In all fairness,
The Navy has
like,
lost one of its best.
I think 2 gets held back because of how ambitious it is. With, like, its cutscenes and framing and everything. Like, it makes you notice that the character models look like they do. More than it would if they just did it the CE way. Where cutscenes are, like, super basic. Like, you know, wide angle for everything. I think it's because they tried to go so hard on, like, animations and cinematography that you notice that it looks worse.
Show me.
Or it looks better,
15
but it
Covenant capital
looks
ships
worse.
holding
You know what I
position
mean?
Just outside the kill zone.
Like, the models are way better than CE. But because they try to do this,
Negative, Admiral. Form a defensive perimeter around the cluster. Commander, get to your ship. Link up with the fleet.
Yes,
they tried too hard,
You have
and it
a
makes
Mac
it just
gun
feel
force down.
off.
As soon as they come in range, open up.
Gladly.
Something's not right. The fleet that destroyed Reach was 50 times this size.
Sir, additional contacts. Boarding craft and lots of them.
They're going to try to take our Mac guns offline. Give their capital ships a straight shot at Earth. Master Chief, defend this station.
Yes, sir. I need a weapon.
Right
There it
this
is.
way.
Said the thing. That's got to be my favorite. Like, when I think of, like, Chief line, like an iconic Chief line, that's typically the first one that pops into my head. Maybe it's just because I played 2 so much, but that's genuinely, like, what comes to mind instantly. Since we're on normal, he said it, he said the thing. Since we're on normal, I can actually do this and not get my ass kicked.
Stand by. They're lashed.
I can do the fun Halo 2 thing and dual wield the SMGs.
They're in standard formation. Little
I normally
bastards
play
up
2
front,
on
big ones in
Heroic,
back.
because that's like,
Good luck, Cairo.
unless you start, you know, tweaking it with skulls, just base Heroic is kind of the best balance difficulty-wise in 2. But when you play on Heroic in 2, you don't get to do this.
Fire on that
I mean, you
bulkhead.
can, but it's not really the best idea.
As soon as that door opens, let them have it.
Oh, the opening to 2 is so good. Most of the Master Chief missions in 2 are really good. And most of the Arbiter missions are not so good.
Target in sight.
But like, the first 5 missions or so in Halo 2 are fire. Noob combo? Absolutely not. Nothing will stop my dual SMGs. Like, honestly, it's really weird looking back for Halo 2 to be like the one Halo game with no AR, right? But the SMGs are a worthy replacement. Just from like the fun factor at least. I could do this shit all day. Honestly, when I was a kid, I didn't even notice myself that there was no AR in this game. Because I just like ran SMGs and never even thought like, oh, but where's my assault rifle? Never came to mind. Because these things are just a damn good time to use. I love that story-wise, the guy at the beginning is like, the shields are much more resilient now. But you just take more damage on every difficulty than you do in CE. So your shields feel worse than they did in the first game.
I got another contact.
I say it a lot, but I think the reason that 2 is my favorite campaign is a mix of like its story and presentation and its sandbox. Like dual SMGs just mowing through basic enemies. Battle rifle got introduced in this game, and every Halo fan loves the battle rifle. We do. Hey, like, we do. It has so much cool shit. Beam rifle got introduced in this game. What other badass guns? The energy sword was a usable weapon for the first time in Halo 2. Like, this game, whew. Just look at this. Oh shit, he threw the nade at me! Ah! Only you could melee with dual wield. Oh yeah. For some reason on mouse and keyboard, apparently the default key to pick up a dual wield gun is 1 instead of F. It's a slightly different key placement from my normal interact button, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. Sword flying. I will be doing minimal sword flying until we get to like LASO and legendary runs in this game. In which case I will be skipping as much of the game as I can. Because fuck this game on legendary. I've done it before and I'm not looking forward to doing it again.
Real bad.
Ah! I can't even see them on my radar. I didn't know they had come in. Bruh. Sorry, man. No sword flying until I'm ready to like skip parts of the level and shit. And then I will be sword flying. I also haven't done sword flying in years, so I would be shit at it anyway. When we have to pick it back up, there might be a bit of a learning curve to it again for me.
Taken care of. Someone give me a minute.
Like, Anniversary looks unreal in Halo 2. And it is just an improvement because they carried across the art style, like, really faithfully. But I also just like playing Classic 2 now for, like, nostalgia and just kind of going back to it and seeing it again. Because Anniversary has been out for almost 8 years now. And that's just been, like, everyone's go-to way to play 2. It's refreshing to see the classic one. Yes. I don't know, like, any campaign skips or anything in, like, 3 and on. Because unlike CE and 2, where there are missions that I want to skip and no skips for, there's not really many of those in, like, 3 and 4. In 3, I wish I knew skips for Cortana, but I don't. I just haven't replayed 3 as many times, so I haven't had a reason to learn them.
The Covenant must have brought something with them. A bomb.
And they sure as hell brought one here.
Or if I could find a skip for, like, the mission with the mammoth, I would. But again, just haven't replayed it as many times, so I haven't. 1 and 2 are the games that, like, I know some of the skips for. But yeah, later on, I just don't. I keep that SMG ammo topped off. You kind of burn through it dual wielding like this. Ah, fuck! I looked away and I looked back and he was right there.
Hell out of
shit.
my armory. Split lip. Oh.
Split lip. So for anyone who might not be much of a Halo fan, who's just like a regular here and is watching because of that, for context, Halo 2 is known for being a game that had a really rough development. And one of the symptoms of that development is that the difficulties are not balanced, like, at all. You just take so much damage from everything in this game. And normal and heroic feel easier than they do in, like, CE or really any other Halo game. But then Legendary is so ridiculous. Like, Halo 2 Legendary is infamous for being so fucking difficult. Like, unreal. Not, like, fair difficult either. Like, you know, 1 shot from full health to dead if you get meleeed. Guns that will just drain your shield and kill you in, like, a second if you get hit by them. From, like, basic enemies, like elites. Like, a blue elite will kill you in, like, a second flat if you get caught out of cover. Shit like that. Like, other Halo games on Legendary are hard, you will die fast, but for certain areas of the game, there are times where it's actually good to, like, play aggressively and just kill a room quickly. In 2, that is never an option. Playing aggressive is never something you can do in Halo 2 on Legendary. How you doing, my boys?
Come on, Chief, this way.
Got it.
On board when they showed up.
Don't worry, ma'am. We're on it.
Let's not mention, sorry, sniper jackets, yes. Sniper enemies that will shoot you in the head, like if you're out of cover for a second in the sections with them. Halo 2's Legendary's not a good time. And eventually we'll have to do it. Probably more than once. Actually, for 100% in this game, we're gonna have to do LASO on Halo 2 twice. So, yeah. We will get there, and it will be not fun when we do.
Sir, boarders have breached
But-
the fire control center. They have a bomb.
Can you defuse it?
Yeah, we have to do
Yes,
it
but I'll need
twice,
the Chief's help
keep
to
in
make
mind,
contact
for
with the
2
deputy.
separate achievements.
Chief, get to the bomb. First echelon, you're with me. Blanket those cruisers.
All
Take
of the
them out
main
one by
games,
one.
CE 2,
Second
3, and
echelon,
4, you have to
keep those
lasso
carriers
twice
busy.
to get all the achievements.
Registering all hostile vessels inside the building.
I'm kinda hungry. Oh, chat.
I'm
You wanna
going
know?
loud.
Okay. So, I have been a known critic of many fast food establishments. I'm a bit of a fast food connoisseur. Because I'm an American. And that's what we do. And holy shit, that's loud. One of these fast food chains that I've been the most critical of over the years, if you've been here for a while, is Burger King. I am not typically a Burger King fan, but that being said, my girlfriend, unfortunately, is. So I end up getting Burger King more often than I would like, okay? But this morning, she was having a bit of a rough morning with like school and everything. She just had a rough couple weeks with school. So I brought her Burger King, and of course I got something for myself while I was there. Now, let me tell you, I was very impressed this morning because one of my things, also if you know me, is I like to see how much value I can get out of a fast food meal while paying as little as possible. And I might have pulled off one of my most impressive feats this morning at Burger King, okay? Hear me out. I use the mobile app pretty much when I order any fast food that allows it. I have like a folder on my phone with like 10 apps just for like when I order fast food, because you got to get those reward points, right? You know, because it's like if I can have an account that stocks up some points every time I spend money and eventually gets me free food, I want to have that account. We're gonna act like that didn't happen, okay? I'll find another one. So, you know, I've racked up some Burger King credit while getting it with my girlfriend over time now. And this morning, while I was putting through the order before I went to pick it up, I was looking at the burgers because I was like, I want a burger. It's like 11 a.m. I want one. It's about burger time here in America, right? Any time is burger time as long as it's not before 10:30 a.m. here. For those who aren't from here, it's burger time all the time. Anyway, I get sidetracked really easily. I was looking through the burgers and I saw one called the Rodeo Burger. This was a burger that had no cheese, which is a crime to put no cheese on a burger. Every burger needs cheese, okay? Every burger. I don't care. But this burger had no cheese. It was just patty, barbecue sauce, and onion rings on a bun. And that might not sound amazing. It sounds like interesting, but not like, oh fuck, I need that. Right? However,
The first carrier completely ignored us.
this is the important part.
Flew through the Malta's debris
Adding
field
cheese
and
was only
headed
10
straight for her.
cents, so I did that. And the burger at its base price was only $1.29. That's what made this burger so interesting, was how cheap it was. So, for $1.29 you can get the Rodeo Burger. For $1.39 you can get the Rodeo Burger with cheese. So I did that. Now, here's where I get real impressive, chat. The app recommends to me, right after I put the burger on, an 8-piece nugget. And I'm like, a burger and an 8-piece nugget would be a satisfying ass meal, right? So, my big brain, I instantly don't add the nuggets to the order right there. I go to the reward redeem section, and sure enough, I have enough reward points to redeem an 8-piece chicken nugget. So this morning, I ate a burger with onion rings on and an 8-piece chicken nugget for $1.39, chat. $1.39. I got that meal. And I was feeling like a king eating it. Because hot damn was that cheap. Why does this guy have so much health? Why did they put a white elite here? With dual-wield needlers, nonetheless. A pretty deadly weapon. But anyway, that's the story. I got a burger and an 8-piece nugget for $1.39 this morning. And I am proud of it. Because hot damn, is that a deal. I was proud of myself.
How much time?
And it felt really good.
Don't want to know.
Because it's like, this costs nothing.
The carrier shield is down. I'm in
You must be the Burger King himself. I am.
Negative, Commander. Not against a ship that size. Not on your own.
Sir, permission to leave the station.
For what purpose, Master Chief?
To give the Covenant back their bomb.
Permission granted.
For $1.30, I know, right? And then the tax was only like 10 cents. So it actually did come out to be like $1.49 when the tax got applied. But like, come on.
I know what you're thinking, and it's crazy.
I work in pounds.
So,
hold on.
Stay here.
Unfortunately for us both, I like crazy.
Okay. For the Brits, $1. So this was after tax. It was £1 and 15 cents. Is it? Do you guys call it cents? £1 15 cents in the Brit currency.
Just one question.
Pretty good. Pretty cheap.
I won't.
Pence. Yes, thank you. £1 15 pence. What a cutscene though. I fucking love this game. Halo 2 is where it's at. CE is good, but 2 is the one that's like, God damn, I love Halo. A quid, yes. A quid 15. That's crazy. See? Unreal. So cheap. Felt great. Yeah, dude, that was unreal. It was like a whole accomplishment for me today to eat that cheap for lunch. Like, goddamn. I felt like I had stolen from the Burger King. You know what I mean? Like, when you eat that cheap from a restaurant, it's like, I almost feel like I've stolen money from them.
For a brick, he flew pretty good.
Chief, get inside. Gear up. We're taking this fight to the surface.
Of course we are. When I get a big old bacon XL meal for like £6. I imagine that's basically the same in dollars. That would be like $8 roughly. I'm not great at the conversion, but just estimating, it would be like $8 or like $7.75 around that. How big was the burger? The burger wasn't actually that big. Like, I opened it and I'm like, that's not as big as I thought it would be. But it felt like a very filling burger because of the onion rings on it. You know what I mean? Like, because it is a burger with meat and cheese and onion ring, it felt satisfying, about as satisfying as like a big burger. Like, you know, they're bigger ones at Burger King. It felt about the same after I had eaten it in my stomach. So even though initially I opened it and I'm like, okay, maybe I'm not as proud because it's kind of small, it filled you up pretty good. Oh yeah, Burger King's big burgers are like big. Like, they're Whoppers and shit. That's the one thing I can always say about Burger King, is that their burgers are like big. $7.80? Boom. Like I said, I'm not perfect with the conversions, but I can get them roughly. I can do US to CAD pretty well too because of my Canadian friend that I talk to all the time.
We're going in.
Like, I'm pretty good at that conversion now too. Pounds, I'm not quite as good.
only place on Earth the Covenant decided to land. That prophet is going to tell us why.
That shot on the Pelican with Chief hanging onto the thing while the Marine's helmeting up, it still, like, actually looks pretty good. Even watching it today, it's like, that was just put together well.
Hey, wake up.
Shake it off, Marines! Clear the crash site. Go, go,
I
go.
didn't use my BR at all on the first mission on Cairo. I did not even touch the BR. I was just dual wielding the SMG the entire way.
Hey, mate, we got company.
I'll focus on the BR this mission now. You know, cover both bases before moving forward with the rest of the game. Ignore my mouse and keyboard aim. I got that coal aim, which is actually a thing that's a term that my friends have coined because of how bad my aim is on a mouse. Well, it's not like always bad, but sometimes I just like whiff every shot and you're just like, what the fuck is he doing? That's coal aim. When I'm just like overshooting, trying to adjust both ways, that's coal aim.
If they didn't know we're here before, they do now.
I love dollars because I was looking to get a lightsaber. I saw it cost 500. Turns out it only costs like 300. Yeah. I don't remember this from E3. Yeah, I've seen the E3 like presentation of this, the original like rendition of this mission. Well, it's not actually this mission, in all fairness. It was an entirely different mission that just got cut from the game that they showed at E3. But like even just using the BR and everything, if you haven't seen the original like presentation of Halo 2, like the BR was single fire and didn't have an ammo counter on it, like the number on it, that wasn't there. Like, it's practically like, I don't know, like Family Feud level trivia at this point if you are a Halo fan. Like the E3 presentation of Halo 2 is pretty memed in the community nowadays, but
On the street,
for those who haven't seen the game, it's the original E3 presentation is very different from how the game turned out. What I did see though, the game actually, MCC got a big update last night with like new content and stuff. One of those things being ODST Flood Firefight, which I do want to check out at some point. But Halo 2 mod tools got a lot of content added that got cut from the original game. And one of those pieces of cut content is the single fire BR, like without the ammo counter and everything. They actually threw that version of the BR into the mod tools last night in the big update, which is really cool. They also threw the cut Halo 2 Mongoose into the mod tools. Because the Halo 2 Mongoose was thrown into wait, no, sorry. The Halo 2 Mongoose got cut, but it was in the E3 showcase. And then they officially added that vehicle in Halo 3, but it's in the mod tools now in Halo 2. So if you're someone who plays with Halo mods on PC, you might start seeing some Halo 2 mods with Mongooses in them. There was some pretty cool stuff thrown into the mod tools. I saw some of the like Halo modders that I follow on Twitter posting about a lot of it. They were just like, this is awesome. And I don't really play Halo mods. I don't make them. I have the CE mod tools. I've played around with them a bit. I understand how the engine works that the original trilogy's made on. But I've never like actually made anything with them. I just like kind of played around, figured out how to work with it, and moved on.
We did it, amigos!
But yeah, I follow the modders because I'm interested in like what they do with like the assets and stuff and like making their own stuff. There's one modder who's one of the bigger ones right now who's actually remaking the Halo 3 mission that was supposed to have the Guardians in them. Like the Guardians from Halo 5 are gonna be in Halo 3, and there's a cut mission with them that actually turned into the multiplayer map Guardian in Halo 3. That's like still something that a lot of Halo players know nowadays, but it's not as like low-hanging trivia as like Halo 2 E3 showcases. but he's trying to like fully remake that mission in the Halo 3 mod tools. And he seems to be coming along pretty well. What do you like better, Halo 2 or CE, bro? Don't ask that question. Because you know the answer, and you know that it's not the answer you're looking for. It's Halo 2. Oh, of course. I run out of BR ammo. I'm like, oh, okay. Dual wield SMG time. Oop. BR ammo. Round 2. I said I would emphasize the BR this mission because I didn't use it at all in Cairo. Oh, sorry, the HUD? Honestly, Halo 2. There's something I like about the way that the shield is right over the what's it?
Meet you there. Over.
Fuck.
Copy that. Someone get a satchel on the gate.
The radar? That's the best word I can come up with. The ammo being in the top right and having like the gun image there with it just feels a lot better. It takes up less screen space trying to display all the info to you.
Stand back, Marine.
Like in CE, remember when I opened up CE and I was like, okay, chat, pick your poison. Do we cover up the ammo counter or the health? And chat had to choose which one I covered up. Now, in this game, you can see my health and my ammo. I'm only covering up how many grenades I have in the top left. So, I do like the shield in the top middle, which obviously later games would start doing if you've played them. But, if it's gonna be in one of the corners, like if it's gonna be its own thing in the top right, or if it's gonna be on the radar, I would rather have it on the radar than have its own corner of the HUD, like, dedicated to it.
My Pelicans are gonna start airlifting armor and reinforcements.
Hi, I was like, why is there dust getting
They'll
kicked
need
up
an
around
escort
me?
that isn't afraid of a little hostile ground fire.
Look at that boy. Reach has the best HUD.
Understood. I'll keep an eye on him.
Okay, chat, I'm gonna say something. Alright? Halo fans, prepare yourself. This one's gonna... Make sure you're sitting down. You might pass out. Okay? Sitting down. Halo 4 HUD. Kinda goated. In all honesty, Halo 4 HUD is looking clean, okay? And honestly, one positive thing about Halo 5 incoming, the Halo 5 HUD ain't bad either. I need to check it out. See, that's more fair than Sticky just immediately being like, what? He said something good about a 343 Halo? That's not allowed. No. I do like Halo 4 a lot. That's not something I'm gonna try to hide. I'm a bit of a Halo 4 fan, at least the campaign. The multiplayer, I'm less positive about, but the campaign, I like. I really loved the Halo 4 campaign when it came out. I also played a lot of the multiplayer when it came out. Honestly, I did. Here's the worst pistol in the franchise. Look at that thing's damage output on normal, remind you. We are on normal. Let's try to find another elite with the pistol here. Oh. Oh, hold on. This dude isn't gonna know what hit him. Oh my god, this thing. I'm gonna talk about Spartan Ops too. Spartan Ops. Oh. Okay. Brace. Brace. I think. Okay. Let me preface before I just slam you with a hot take. Okay. When I was younger, I hated Spartan Ops and I loved Firefighter. As I have grown in my enjoyment of Halo, and as I have matured as a gamer, I think Spartan Ops is a better co-op game mode than Firefighter. Okay? Calm down. Hold on. Don't lose your shit. Hold on. Stay calm. I would way rather have a co-op campaign of, need I remind you, 50 missions than have some half-baked survival mode on like half of the game's multiplayer maps. That's just me. That being said, ODST Firefight is so much better than Halo Reach Firefight.
Crash site's on the other side of this hotel, Chief. Covenant are crawling all over it.
Like, OG Firefight is pretty fucking good. It's just the Reach one that I don't really like that much. Wait, what the fuck? How did this happen? I didn't even know this was possible. How did we get here? How do I have 2 SMGs? It's not possible. How did that happen? How did, what? I can't even replicate it. How did I do that? What the fuck? Oh, my chat disconnected. No, I can't. On my dashboard, my chat just disconnected. Great. Can I open up my phone? Can I, if I open the stream on my phone, I can read it from. So unbelievably biased against Reach. I'm not. Okay, here's the thing. I'm not. I just don't like it. Like, it's not even like I'm that, like, it's not like I have a vendetta against it. I genuinely, oh, my chat just came back. Okay, turn the phone off, I guess. Right as I got it up, too. It's not even like I have some vendetta against the game, though it might seem like it. I just genuinely think the campaign is like, it's fine. The levels are fun to play, but the story's not good. The characters are really boring in Reach. Aside from like George, who's redeemable just because he's such a fucking teddy bear and you can't not like him. Multiplayer, I just don't like. I like competitive Halo, and Reach is just, MLG settings on Reach can be really fun, but Reach multiplayer, like as it's shipped without custom settings on it, not enjoyable for me. Aside from big team with friends, if it's like one of those times where it's like Friday night, me and like 4 guys are hopping on big team, that's fun. But like, aside from that, I just don't like it. Firefight is just boring to me. There's just nothing really there to make me actually want to play it.
The highest concentration of Covenant troops is
Reach just didn't do it for me. I'm not a Forge fan when it comes to Halo. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. I know there's a lot of Halo fans that love to just like fuck around in Forge. I've never been that guy. So even though Reach has a really good Forge, which it does, and that's just not something that for me personally is like a selling point.
I hope you packed a suit, mate.
It's like when everyone, I guess everyone still probably complains about Infinite Forge not being there. Woo! That was beautiful. Like, Infinite not having Forge and co-op campaign hasn't bothered me. It is kind of like, how is it not there at this point? Especially with it getting delayed beyond the Season 2 launch, it's like, bruh, what is going on with that? Whoa! Get shit on. So you're being paid to hate Reach. No, no. I just genuinely don't like the 3 like main components of the game. I guess if you say Forge counts, it's like, I have no beef with Reach Forge actually. It's just that generally speaking, I'm not a Forge fan.
This tunnel links up to the
like,
bridge.
I don't like Halo 3 Forge. I don't like Halo 4 Forge. I don't like Halo 5 Forge. I just don't like playing Forge. Like, that's just me.
The Covenant tactical chatter. They're surprised, confused. I don't think
I do like Reach's art style.
Not you and me.
Can I say that?
Humanity.
I don't like it as much as Halo 2 and 3, but I do like it.
It does help explain why they came.
Like, other Bungie games definitely beat it in art style for me, but I'll give it credit. I like the look of Reach more than I like the look of CE. That's probably just because of like dated CE graphics and Anniversary being done in a completely fucked style compared to the original. but I think the style of Reach looks really good. Infinite, like, all the Infinite multiplayer cosmetics pretty much being based on Reach up to this point, because that's, like, the point of Season 1. I like that look. Like, even in Infinite, I like the Reach art style, so... There are things I can appreciate of Reach, but on the whole, it's gotta be one of my least favorite Halo games. Actually, I might go as far to say that Reach, out of the FPS Halo games, might be my least favorite. Because 5, at least, for me, again, as a, like, comp-centric Halo player, has a fantastic multiplayer. Like, 5's multiplayer kicks ass if you're a competitive fan. I completely understand people who don't like it from a casual perspective, but hot damn is that competitive play good. Okay, get me out of here before my warthog. That was just word salad. Before my word, not even word, just sound salad. Syllable salad. Before my warthog was, I gotta fucking book it. Those things scared the fuck out of me. I thought I was gonna get blown up. Yeah, it definitely makes Halo look grounded, but like, I kind of like my Halo to be a little more sci-fi. Like, the grounded look is good, but I like that sci-fi look. It's why, hot take, once again incoming, from the guy who is not biased towards studio when it comes to Halo, I definitely think Bungie overall did better, but I'm not, like, completely against 343 by any means. I think Halo 4 and 5 had an okay art style. I think 4's was pretty good. 5's was a little less good, but 4's I liked. Once again, I said it. Is Chief being there? No, I love ODST. If you think that's the case, ODST is one of my favorite campaigns, actually. It's like my third favorite. Actually, if you want my top 3, Halo 2 is my favorite campaign. Halo 4 is my second favorite campaign. Yeah, I know. Halo 3 ODST is my third. ODST is pretty high up there for me. So, it's not just Chief. Because I love ODST. And I love 4. So, Black probably incoming. But I've been talking about how much I like 4 all day, so people are probably used to it by now. Yeah, like as a spin-off, it looks really good.
50 cal, rockets, didn't do it.
Honestly, I liked 4's sci-fi style a lot. Because it's kind of like that really, like, techno, not techno, but like, technical, like, sort of sci-fi, right? Where, like, it's all kind of based on being, like, high-tech and jagged edges and stuff like that, but I really liked it.
Get the hell out of here.
You hit Marine.
Right? Fucking LEDs on everything, or just hologram lights.
Roll across the bridge and blow up any inhuman son of a bitch dumb enough to get between him and the prophet of regret. Pull yourself together, because you're going with it.
What about that scare?
We've all run the simulations. They're tough, but they ain't invincible.
Even in Classic, this cutscene looks really good.
Yes, sir,
honestly.
Sergeant.
Thanks for the tank.
That one Marine on the left has a bit of a cursed face, and obviously Johnson does, but like...
Oh, I know what the ladies like.
It's the way they did the shots in Classic holds up pretty well. I think 4 looks a little better than CE. But what I can give as a valid counterpoint, I think, is that
Roll on out.
4's vibe was based around its art style, whereas CE's art style completely threw off like the general feel and the atmosphere of almost all of its missions. Like the only ones that still had the same general feel to it was like the very early ones. Like the first 3 missions, actually I'd say the first 3. Silent Cartographer is where it starts to go bad. And obviously the entire second half, they fucked up the art style for it. But like, Pillar of Autumn and Halo and Truth and Reconciliation, like those missions still look fine art style wise in Anniversary. It's after that that things go downhill. Because the more and more you're in like what's supposed to be darker, more muted color environments, the more that they just like brighten the fuck out of everything and make it not muted colors. And the more that you're in the Forerunner environments, the more that they it all that. You know, it's... Because I think 4 just like... I think CE gets ruined for me because I know how the missions are supposed to feel in the original and they just don't. But like, 4 was able to kind of do its more muted missions when it wanted to, you know? Like, dude, Forerunner, like the mission Forerunner in Halo 4 looks amazing. That mission just artistically looks so good. That's always been a highlight mission for me, not even because the combat's good. But just because, like, it looks so fucking cool. I want the Rocket Boy on the tank. Get on here. Ah! Welcome back, Mikkel. New game +6 this week. My man's is speedrunning mandatory bosses. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, my boy got it for me. What a homie. Bow. 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 I don't know if Halo 2 it's possible to blow them up or not, but I think it is. Oh, did I just shoot the Wraith off of it? Did I just see that? Dude, Halo 2, honestly for me, like, CE's base gameplay, as far as level design and everything, is better. But you don't get these moments in CE, where it's like, badass, the Halo theme is playing, I'm just running through like 6 ghosts in a tank, while dropships are whizzing by me to bring in more. Like, CE just didn't have these moments. Halo 2 fucking brought it, man. I got 2 motherfuckers on the left side of my tank that have rockets themselves. Ugh. Halo 2's... I love Halo 2. I love Halo 2.
That's quite a welcome party.
2 more Banshees. After all that, they bring in the air support. I love this game. Two more ghosts. They just keep throwing these little vehicles at you that you one-shot just so you can feel like a fucking badass. Love this game. Oh shit, don't blow us up, man. Yes, I love the Arkham games. Well, okay. I love City and Asylum. Night is okay. Origins is also okay. But Origins and Night for me both were like, yeah, they're cool, but I don't want to replay them. Like, I enjoyed them the first time through. Actually, in all fairness, okay? Hear me out. I don't know if this is a hot take or not, because I don't know how people generally feel about the Arkham games. But Arkham Knight, I actually pre-ordered the game, was so excited for it, and on my first playthrough, I only got like halfway through. I got bored and dropped the game. Dead ass. Nothing else was coming out at the time. It was in like June of 2015. No other games were dropping that time. It wasn't even because there were like other games that distracted me. I just got bored and dropped it. Like straight up. Oh my god, all my Marines are dead. I didn't even notice until just now. Can I get on that hog? This thing's about to blow up. No, no. Oh, they got out. What the fuck? Easily has the best gameplay? Okay. Best free flow and Predator gameplay. Yes. But I have, well, 2 words that become one for you, and you already know what I'm going to say. You already know the counterpoint. I'm sure you do. Batmobile. What the fuck? Yeah. Like, why? It's so cool. For, like, you know, the first hour that you use it in game time. And then... yeah. You spend like a third of Arkham Knight in the Batmobile. And fuck, man. Like, it's really fun. It's a cool gimmick. It should have been used so much more sparingly, though. The gameplay is good. But holy shit, they overdid it. Like, it's not a bad gimmick. But it was not a gimmick worth repeating as often as they did. That was my problem with Arkham Knight, and it's a big reason I got bored of the game my first way through. I had to like revisit the game in like 2017 to actually complete it. So that's me and Arkham Knight. That's our relationship. Town ain't big enough for this. Bitch. No beam rifle. Oh, there's BR ammo. Oh, I did not know there was a sniper here. I've played this game so many times throughout my life. Get a load of that sniper model, boys. Fuck. I thought I could blow that thing up with one shot. I was wrong. Flying Pelican underuse, for real. Another piece of praise for Halo 4 from Cole today. That Pelican section, while like it could have been designed better level-wise, it was really fun to get to fly a Pelican. Like, the level design let it down, but just being able to fly the Pelican that one time was awesome. All right, Marine, let's go to the next part of the level, possibly. Oh, he's going. This is why you don't let the Marines drive in the Halo games, chat. But goddamn, the Gosshog is so cool. It's also awesome, at least in my mind. It's really fucking badass that they had the Gosshog this early in the series. Because this seems like the kind of vehicle that would be like way down the line. They were like, okay, how do we spice up the Warthog? But no. Second game, they were like, how do we make the Warthog more badass? I know, laser rail gun. No cooldown. Just semi-automatic rail gun on the back of it instead of the turret. In CE, Marines didn't drive? Do they not? I've never even tried to have them drive in that game. Oh. He's okay. He's okay. Okay, you... My driver friend is not okay. Took a bit of a hit to the head on the way in. In CE, they had the Rocket Hog? No, they didn't. What are you talking about? Okay, so they, like, technically... Let's say they do have the Rocket Hog in CE, but they didn't have the Rocket Hog in CE. In simpler terms, Gearbox in their PC port, along with other guns, made the Rocket Hog as an addition and put it in some multiplayer maps that they made exclusively for the PC version. But the Rocket Hog is not in the original Halo, like the made by Bungie Halo. I don't remember, is the sniper like a fucking vehicle destroyer in Halo 2 like it is in some of the later games, or no? Like, would it be a waste to fire my sniper at that Wraith, or would it be worth it? Because I don't think it was like until Reach that they started like having it deal so much damage to vehicles, right? Get fucked. That elite got absolutely shit on. Oh shit. Give me that. Oh shit! You thought, bitch. You looking forward to multiplayer achievements? I don't even know really what ones I have. I know that there's one that's like, get 1,000 wins in multiplayer or something, but guess what? I have it.
Who's in charge now, Corporal?
Sergeant
Like I said,
he's up top. Come on,
I'm a bit of a competitive Halo fan. I have played the fuck out of like CE and 2 Classic ranked on Master Chief Collection. Flyable Pelican in Custom Edition was super cool. I have played a bit of Custom Edition in my life. That was actually like my first Halo experience on PC was playing Custom Edition. Which, if you're not familiar, Custom Edition is just like this super overly modded like CE multiplayer client on PC from back in the day. And I've played it. There's some interesting shit.
I don't think it's stopping. Get your heads down.
Like, bro, CE just didn't have this shit. Like, as much as I love CE, comparing it to 2 is almost like, god damn, how could you even hope for CE to have a chance? I'm joking. I'm exaggerating. I'm not joking. I'm exaggerating. And custom games are all legit? Probably legit. I know that one of them that I saw when I was just like glancing at it was like, get 10 wins in Halo 2 Anniversary while playing as an elite. Like, I don't even have that because I just don't play an elite in multiplayer. Here we go, boys. Epic gamer moment. You hear that guitar? I know you hear that guitar. My stomach is growling. It's dinner time. Shit, bad shot. It's probably a BR up here. There we go. I knew it. Wait, no, I want that back. Oh, dude, I've done that. I've done that so many times. Like, using the icicles on, what is it? I can't think of the name of the map. It's literally my favorite Halo MP map of all time. And I can't think of the name. Someone help. Lockout. It's Lockout. The map is called Lockout. Isn't it locked down? I think in one of the remakes it's locked down, but I'm pretty sure the original is Lockout, right? Yeah, it is, because the Halo 3 remake is called Blackout. Because they did like a nighttime version of it and made it like an oil rig. I almost got it first. Yeah, I was not far off. Yeah, that map is my favorite Halo map ever. Just shoot rockets and hope they hit. This thing moves around too much. At least reload canceling is... Wait, I shot a turret off the top? I never even knew you could do that. You learn something new every time you play Halo 2, chat. Really, dude, there's more rockets. Yeah. Shit, right as I unscope. Bitch. Oh my god. Oh my god. You're supposed to jump on it. It actually stops for you at the end. So I was like trying to let this whole sequence play out. Like it stops for you up here, and this is where the game like literally tells you to jump on it. And they give you shotguns and shit up here too.
We had it trapped.
So I think the intent is for them to like trap it up here so that you jump on it. Or at the very least, you get all the way up there, and if you don't get it by then, they tell you. Am I supposed to like press a button? I thought it was just like a timer. It is. Oh shit, no, there's still one alive. No, I think you're right. Because I think that's what the point is. I think the point is to like shoot rockets and sniper shots at the enemies on it. Until like at the end where they're like, oh, we trapped it. And then you grab like a shotgun and you fucking go ham. I think that's the like intent when it was designed.
That's right, you mother! Run!
Not if we can help it, Sergeant.
Some of the shots in Halo 2 do look really good, even in Classic.
Roger that. Status.
Sir, the Prophet is bugging out. Request permission to engage.
Negative, Commander. I'll vector 2 heavies for Starside intercept.
I hate most of the like high rank elites in Reach. They're just so tanky. And they just roll everywhere. And it's like...
There's no time, sir.
Green light to engage.
Punch it. Get us close.
Ma'am, without a destination solution.
We are not losing that ship.
I hate when water like catches on my mustache when I'm drinking, and then it like spills little drops onto like my beard, and it's so uncomfortable. Only mandatory bot. And every time I play a Souls game, I want to do like every boss. Like that's the way I want to do it. I'm gonna like instantly quit out before the cutscene. Cause my stomach is fucking growling, dude. I need food. I'm gonna save and quit right there. There we go. 15 of 46 complete on the Master Chief Saga. We got technically 5 missions into Halo 2, but one of them's an intro cutscene and one of them's the tutorial, so like we only actually played 3, but 5. Please play this cutscene in Anniversary. Bro, we're gonna have so many opportunities to play Anniversary for CEN 2. Do not worry about it. We will be playing these missions so many times. I want to do like a classic run because I know I probably won't do it again for 2. I did every single boss in my first playthrough. Now I'm doing New Game Pluses. I would probably still do them all. You distracted me with your riveting commentary. Clearly, I'm a very engaging person. I just ramble, and somehow it seems to work for me. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy and you haven't done so already, before you head out, feel free to go ahead and leave a like. It helps me a lot when the stream converts into a video and goes into the search engine. Obviously, having as many likes going into that is huge for me. So, if you like doing me a favor today, then just go ahead and drop it. Also, if you're new around here and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and subscribe. Obviously, doing all these achievements is going to take a while. So if you enjoyed the content today, there's a lot more Halo streams coming up. So feel free to stick around, come back another time. We'd love to have you back. Whether that's chatting or lurking, we just like having more people here. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see all of you guys back here next time, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.